The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey, what? Let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for.
Ah!
The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers,
You pig! Stop! Damn it!
be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life.
Sport!
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunderdome. Attention! The NBA draft is tonight, Wednesday, June 26, 2024. This program starts now.
Sports!
Are fantastic, and the NBA has its draft tonight. We certainly knew that was taking place before Brad Stevens told us just yesterday in the middle of our conversation. It's a big night. Dreams are about to come true. Franchises are about to change, and the NBA is absolutely cooking. We got some trades, some conversations, maybe some rumors, and on this particular program, we have a superstar joining us.
Okay.
It's not just me. Obviously, the Talks table is here at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Sweet dead man hat.
Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Purple doesn't really go with the outfit, but it still plays.
Yeah, once again, you dress like an asshole every day, and normally nothing matches, but you always look great, especially with that Jay Tatum. Is there another Jay Tatum coming through this draft? Is there a future champion? Is there a future face of an organization alongside somebody else? Is there a superstar like one half of the Hammer
Dahn.
Cowboys, Tone Diggs, getting drafted tonight to the NBA?
I was taken aback when you said superstar. I gasped. I audibly gasped. I missed the down. That's on me. I'm not a superstar. I'm a role player, my friend, but I thank you for that.
A lot of those getting drafted tonight, I do believe, potentially. But maybe Nikola Topic is a man with a fake voice but a real role on a team whenever he's coming out. Maybe Alexandre Sarr is a guy that's going to be a superstar in the future. Maybe the Frenchman.
Zachariah.
Reacher.
There it is.
They actually call him... they actually call him Wee Sacher.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Yes,
that's
this
right.
is the one.
Yep.
And then 9-year NFL vet, a man who did get drafted in the second round, but early in the second round. So anytime a draft comes around, I'm sure it brings up fond memories. Ladies and gentlemen, Darius J. Butler.
Every time.
Without further ado, it is time to introduce a man. We'll be joined by Matthew Tkachuk today, who's Stanley Cup champion, who took Lordo into the Atlantic Ocean and then to the elbow room and then to his house and then to a pool. He's been rolling. I have no idea if he slept yet. Cannot wait to talk to him. He'll be on at about 12:45 Eastern time. We'll also be joined by John Calipari.
Nice.
Yeah, Paisan from Pittsburgh, obviously. Coach Cal, everybody knows him. He's live from the draft. He's only had like 1,000 players drafted, a lot of them in the top 15. Cannot wait to chit-chat with him and his thoughts about the draft this evening because we don't know a lot of names. But there has to be some sort of something that we're missing.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what we're missing, I think, right now?
What's that?
Somebody who's in the Thunderdome. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who will be entering his 5th season in the NBA next year. Two-time All-Star. Two-time All-NBA. Joining Team USA at the Olympics.
Whoa.
Yes.
Oh.
The next face of Indiana. Alongside Caitlin Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Haliburton. Finish your story, Ty.
Come on, Tyrese.
Finish your story, Tyrese.
Story.
Long, uncomfortable walk to the stage.
I'm not trying to trip. I tripped last time. So
Yeah. You learn from your mistakes.
I can't do that.
That's why you're the man. That is why you're the man. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good clean daps around the room.
Yep.
Good
Good daps, too.
Very clean daps.
Tough, good job.
5 for 5 on the daps. I do believe those ears are supposed to go up and around, but
They are?
whatever. Oh, just as long as they work, you tell me.
Yeah, if they get the job done. I'm good.
See, 2 voices already.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Let's not start this. Too early for that.
Yeah, well, we
early.
appreciate you joining us. Obviously, draft night was a big night for you. You become NBA player. And I assume a lot of these guys that we have no idea who they are that are about to get drafted. You NBA guys know these guys? Do the basketball communities know who these people are from all around the globe? Or what are your thoughts on this particular draft class coming in?
Usually I've been on lottery teams my whole career, so usually I'm really tapped into, who's in the draft. This year we're not a lottery team, so I don't really know much, to be completely honest.
Okay, so I was talking to D-Bud about this yesterday. Feels like basketball, and this is why NBA players are the toughest to deal with.
Absolutely.
Okay, this is our show's experience. You know, you're going to be here, not going to be here, can do this, can't do. I mean, the NBA players, you guys are Lamborghinis.
Yep.
You know, you guys are Ferraris. You know, high performance,
Yep.
a lot that goes alongside of it. You know, got to keep it clean, got to keep the oil, got to do the entire thing. But you're a special group, a very special group. Do you guys know who the other NBA guys are whenever you're growing up? Like, is that something that, like, at these AAU tournaments, you look around and you're like, yep, that's going to be an NBA. Have you known who the NBA guys your whole life, pretty much?
Yeah, that's pretty fair. You grow up with them, so you see them all around the country growing up. Like, I'm trying to think my age, like Marvin Bagley, he's in the NBA. Nas Reed with the Timberwolves. Tyler Hero, we grew up playing together.
I feel like that happens a lot more in basketball
for sure.
through the AAU process
For
than
sure.
maybe any other sport.
Yeah, and all the camps they do, all that stuff. Nowadays with, you know, Nike and all these brands doing circuits, you know, you see everybody when you're little.
Okay, so let's talk about the big trade that was made yesterday trying to beat you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. What?
I mean, we know.
Here we go.
I'm just saying,
Here we
we
go.
know who they're trying to beat. Okay, they're trying to be number one, and one team is number one.
Yeah,
Boston
but,
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I can't argue. I cannot argue with that.
yeah, I understand that you cannot, but I can certainly argue that a team is trying to beat the team that knocked them out of the playoffs this year. The New York Knicks have made a massive trade for Mikal Bridges from the Brooklyn Nets. The Villanova Knicks are taking over Madison Square Garden, and obviously the basketball world reacted in a massive way to this particular trade. Everybody said this is the one, and I know that the entire New York Knicks squad, whether you're at Villanova or not, fans, they were celebrating. This is the move that puts us over the hump. Now, obviously, Knicks fans are more excited about Knicks basketball now than they have been in recent memory, and this year that playoff run was magical until they ran into the big, bad Indiana Pacers.
That's right.
And that's how it goes. But whenever you guys see moves like this get made, Pacers, obviously, Knicks, you guys are in the same conversation right now. Now the Celtics are in a different conversation because they won and they have everybody back. But whenever the league sees this type of move, what is your immediate thoughts and how do you feel about it?
I'm excited. I'm excited to compete against them. I'm excited to see those guys together. I think what people forget, you know, it's not really, we're all friends. Like, that's the crazy part. But
Don't
we are.
ruin this. Don't
No,
ruin
no,
this.
it's true.
Because Josh Hart
It's true.
Oh,
is
yeah.
running his mouth.
Yeah, he does that. He does
much.
that.
And Jalen Brunson running his mouth.
Yeah.
Lot of chat. He said he was going to beat up TJ McConnell.
That's right.
Yeah.
He said he was going to fight. He said, I'm going to beat up TJ McConnell.
For sure. We have a group chat. I have a group chat with those guys. So it's me, Mikal, Josh, and Jalen. So I have, if there's ever some tampering evidence needed, I'm the guy to come to.
Okay,
I'm the
so
guy to come to.
maybe the Knicks need to be investigated
Yeah.
on this entire
they
move.
should be.
So you guys are all for everybody in the NBA knows each other, likes each other pretty much.
I mean, we all played USA together last year at the World Cup, so we became close that way. But yeah, I'm excited to compete against those guys, no question.
Okay, what are the Pacers doing? What do I need to know about this Pacers offseason? That makes us
Well, we re-signed Pascal.
hey, that big Spicy P!
Of course.
Spicy P!
We have no first-round draft picks because we got rid of them for Pascal. So
Spicy P!
Yeah.
Worth it.
Whenever
Yeah,
we're
worth
watching
it.
somebody get drafted tonight that we don't know, remember we drafted Pascal Siakam with that particular pick. We're
Yes.
happy he's here in India.
correct. So I don't know if you'll see any Pacers moves today. And yeah, we're trying to re-sign some guys. I know Obi's expiring, so trying to get that done as well.
And how long are you locked in for?
I start a 5-year contract this season.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter for you NBA guys, right? It's just like we go wherever we want to go, whenever we want to go.
I don't know if it necessarily works that way, but I don't want to go anywhere, so I'm good.
Yeah, but Paul George is like, yeah, get me out of here. I wanna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, it's time to trade.
I want to do that. And Kevin Durant's like, get me out of here.
Yeah.
James Harden's, get me out of here.
Yep.
Kyrie Irving's, get me out of here. I don't, LeBron James, get me out of here. I don't. It is kind of how it works, I think, in your guys' world, especially for a player like you who is face of a franchise. So that's why we're lucky to have you. I want to let you know that.
I appreciate that. I think it's so funny, though, because like the NFL, I feel like top guys get traded for like nothing.
Yeah.
It's really
That's true.
It's really different.
Yeah, in the NFL, if you're a top guy and you want to get traded, the NFL does this thing where they're like, you do not matter. That's
Yeah,
kind of the narrative.
for a long time.
In the NBA, though, you guys run that shit. I mean, in the NBA, the players run the league because, once again, you guys have known who's going to be NBA guys since you're teenagers. So you guys literally run the league more so than the NFL, where there's 53 guys on a roster. And then if there was to be a holdout or a strike of some sort, the NFL would find guys that would still play football, and football people would watch. The NBA, your top guys leave, the NBA's fucked.
It's out.
And they know that. They very much. And you guys know that too, seemingly. And I think that's a beautiful thing business-wise.
Yeah, it's a very player-oriented league. the top of the NBA. They know what they're doing. They got a good little operation.
You are the top of the NBA.
Yeah.
You're Tyrese Haliburton.
Come on now.
Team
Come on.
USA.
Olympic team, baby.
Only the quarterbacks really get away with that. Sean Watson.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan kind of asked his way out of Atlanta after they kind of courted
Little bit.
Sean. So only quarterbacks kind of get away with
Yeah,
it.
only certain quarterbacks too.
Yeah.
Like Deshaun Watson was considered like best in the league whenever he was doing it.
Young.
Certain receivers.
The NFL would do a quick.
Nah.
And they'll get traded for like a 4th-round pick.
Not 5 first-round picks.
Yeah. 5. Could you?
Yeah, hold on. Who was it? Shams told us.
Yes.
that,
Go
The
Bears.
Suns aren't that screwed. They have a first-round pick in 2031.
so they can move that if they have to, and it's like Jesus. Joining us now is a man who probably has more information than all of us, including Tyrese Haliburton, who's not paid attention to this draft because the Pacers do not have a first-round draft pick because we got Pascal Siakam and. We go to the Eastern Conference Finals now here in
Hell
Indiana.
yeah.
Again,
Every
ladies and
year.
gentlemen, from Omaha, from Ohio, by way of Omaha, Nebraska, Brian Windhorst.
Mr. McAfee, Mr. Haliburton. Hey, Tyrese and I are spending the summer together in Abu Dhabi.
So excited, Brian. Can't wait.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be great. This is how Tyrese and I spend our summers in Abu Dhabi. That's what we do every year.
Really? I didn't know that. Sounds like a great summer.
Right.
That's a country they just built, right? Didn't they just take a bunch of money and
They did.
Yeah.
It's
They just
brand
built
new.
it?
Middle of the desert. Like, let's put
Floating
one here.
island.
It's hot.
Brandon.
It's hot, bro.
Yeah, but I heard it's a dry heat.
It's hot. Like Vegas.
Do they got booze over there or anything? I don't know if you booze, but do they have like life over? I see all these people going over there, and then I also read like, yeah, you can't smoke any weed over there. You can't have any trash.
Don't
you
spit.
can't
I think
really-
he could. Like, if I were to go over there and like spit on the ground, they'd like behead me. But with him, like, it's like, hey, you're good, dude.
I don't know if that's the case. I don't
I'll look it up. I
Might
think
be.
that checks out.
Okay, because it's a long flight over there,
Yeah.
and I have yet to pull the trigger on it because I don't know what the do's and don'ts are. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
People just put Bentleys outside with the car right on, or with the keys to the car right on top of it, and nobody even cares. I think cops are riding around in like Bugattis and stuff like that. It sounds amazing, but I like to, if I'm gonna get away for a little bit, I like to
Enjoy yourself.
Live a little.
a little wide.
What?
Little bit of that. And maybe, a swear word every once in a while. Wendy, Haliburton knows nothing. He was literally brought on the show, okay, to be our expert for the draft.
Okay.
He knows nothing because we don't have a first-round draft pick. And also, we're in the Eastern Conference Finals. We got other things to worry about as opposed to the draft. We understand the Frenchman is supposed to go number 1 overall. We know Bronny's probably going number 2 overall.
Yep.
We know Kling Kong
Naturally.
has an opportunity.
Yep.
What do we need to know tonight, Wendy? What for real? What do we need to know, and how is this going to
First
go?
off, the Pacers are working. The Pacers are working.
Ooh.
They're. I'm not necessarily about tonight, but they're trying to get Tyrese some help. They're not done working. They're on the prowl. They see opportunities. We'll talk later, okay?
Pacers on the prowl.
Look out.
Headline.
Pacers are on the prowl.
I like
Pacers are on the prowl. All right. So as of last night, I don't think the Atlanta Hawks knew exactly who they were going to take. I think they're leaning towards Zachary Ricochet, who's he's a safe pick at number 1. He's 6'9". He can handle the ball a little bit. I actually think he's a really good passer. I got to see him play in person, but he didn't average almost any assists in the French League this year, so maybe I'm wrong. He's not the type of guy that's going to come in and change the direction of our franchise, but he could come in and be a good 3rd or 4th starter on a really good team someday. And this draft, that's pretty good. And then probably Alex Sarr, who's a 7'1", really rangy, another French. I think he's 19 or 20, a French guy. Played in Australia this year. You're drafting upside there. You're talking like a few years away from him really being an impact player. Where this draft gets interesting is at the number 3 pick. That's where we're going to get some action because the Rockets are holding the number 3 pick. They've had it available for various packages for a month or so now. I don't know, maybe more. And what they do with that pick is going to tell us a lot about what they're thinking as a franchise and the way this draft is going to go. Jonathan Gavoni, who is our draft lead dog here, he believes that Houston's going to keep that pick and use it on Reed Shepherd out of Kentucky, who is an elite three-point shooter, one of the best three-point shooters we've seen coming out of college. And even though he doesn't have huge size, his defensive stats are pretty good. He's actually pretty good stealing the ball. But where this gets interesting is if the Rockets draft Donovan Clingan from right here in Bristol, Connecticut, where I'm at right now, from UConn. And the reason that is guys is because Houston's got a couple centers on their roster. They got Alperen Şengün from Turkey, who just had a breakout year last year, and they got Jabari Smith Jr., who last year Houston actually finished the season 16-7. And they did that mostly when Şengün was hurt and Jabari Smith was playing center. If they draft Klingon, what that could mean is that they're willing to part with Alperen Şengün. And that could get really interesting, especially when you combine the fact that they did this trade last night with Brooklyn. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I know there was this big Mikal Bridges trade, and, I'll tell you who knows Bridges is Tyrese Haliburton. He was his teammate on Team USA last year. I think you guys talked
they're in a
about
group
that.
text, actually. Why don't you report on it?
Yeah. Didn't they make you an honorary member, Tyrese, of the Villanova gang?
I was like substitute Dante DiVincenzo for like a month.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You were substitute for Dante.
That's a big compliment. His fade, he always has a clean fade, DiVincenzo.
It is crisp.
Was that your first time being Italian?
Or white?
Yeah, first time being Italian. I've been to Italy once.
Oh, okay. So you're walking around. Grazie.
This is like my second time being Italian.
Okay, all right. That's good. That's good journalism.
That was such a fun team last summer. It was a great team to be around. Bridges
win? So it wasn't it was super fun.
Okay, it didn't end good.
Cool guys.
It didn't end well. I didn't end well, but it was a fun month. All right.
Who did we lose to?
We talked about this. Pat.
Don't even say it. Don't even.
We lost. We actually lost a few games.
We're focused on the future. Pat, we're focused on the future.
Wendy, you're the one that brought it up. Who did we lose to?
We lost to Lithuania.
What? I didn't.
They couldn't miss.
They got
Zakaitis?
It was unbelievable. Lakaitis is from Lithuania. Yes.
Lakaitis. Learn.
They beat us, and Germany beat us.
Germans beat us in basketball.
They actually won the gold. They won the gold, actually. Good team.
Schroeder?
And then we lost to Canada.
Oh my God! Jesus. This is embarrassing. Are we okay going to the Olympics? We're losing to Canada in sports? I didn't know that's even possible.
They brought in Edey, okay? No one was prepared for Zach Edey at the Olympics at the gold level.
It is a new year, though. It's a new year. New team.
They brought in this guy you may have heard of named Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a little bit of a role in that
he's
outcome.
pretty good.
They're gonna beat the piss out of everybody this year. It's a revenge tour for sure. He doesn't need to say it, but it's true. They're gonna
Team USA is?
Team USA is going to.
All right, let's talk about the future, Wendy. Let's talk about the future, please.
All right. Anyway, so I got to tell you.
So we suck at basketball now? What is the deal? Wait, the Olympics are right around the corner.
1 month away.
We suck.
Listen, that was
We're
like
losing to Lithuania?
That was like the
I don't even know where that is on the map. I couldn't even tell you where
They
it
were
is.
taking juice probably or something like that.
Are those
Cheating.
monks that I see on the internet shooting hoops, are they going to beat our team too? Because they're from some place I've never heard of and they get basketball. How's this even happen?
This is fuel.
Sorry I brought it up.
No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll see this year.
We can't be losing to Lithuania in basketball.
It happened. Good team. Congrats to them.
They were a good team.
It wasn't a real tournament, though. It wasn't the Olympics.
It's a World Cup.
It was a World
We
Cup.
need an 82-point win over Angola day one. Just something to think about.
Are they shooting at a bigger hoop than us? Is there
First game.
That day it felt like it.
Did they get like strokes in this thing, like golf? Is that how they beat the United States?
No, they couldn't miss.
35.
I wish you. I want you to watch the highlights after the show today.
Well, it's going to be a lot of Lithuania.
It was unbelievable. It was a special performance by their team.
All right, let's move along. I'm tired of thinking about it.
Lithuania.
I'm sorry.
Here's the highlights. Look at the.
No, that's the Canada game.
Oh, we don't need Canada. Okay.
I mean, you see it.
Lithuania is the one that I am a little bit.
Kelly Olynyk,
By
your
the
guy.
way, Mikal Bridges had one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in my life in that Canada game. Nobody ever going to remember it, but he made a 4-point play with 1 second left to force overtime. All right. Listen,
We lost in overtime to these people?
Yo. Come on. Wendy, go ahead, Wendy. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Tyrese. It's my fault.
Apologize.
It's my fault. I take accountability for bringing it up. I'm sorry. All right.
This is our game.
Bridges trade.
This is our game.
Lithuania.
It's draft night. This is future. It's future.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right. The draft trade.
Which a Frenchman's getting drafted number 1. Oh my God!
Back-to-back
Probably
years.
two.
Have we lost?
Might be go
2 years in a
This is the
row.
Lithuania game, yeah. But
Guy just got 4 rebounds for himself. Are we giving any effort in
I
the
was going to
paint?
say, can we get a body on?
I don't know if I want to
That
relive
was a
this.
problem.
But
saw that guy at LA.
That was a
Lucas?
problem.
Wendy's giving us a little journalism on it. In the paint was a problem.
Ignis Brazdeikis.
Okay. Listen.
What's that? Is that a
Let's
phrase?
talk
in
about
Lithuanian?
this. Let's talk.
Oh my God! The guy took forever.
Good Lord.
Man,
I am so
This
sorry.
guy, we lost to that guy.
20 to 10.
What?
23-12. What was the final score against Lithuania?
I don't.
Austin
They
Reeves.
won. They won.
I don't remember.
Mouse in the house.
Do we? Okay.
Is this what we're doing?
This can't happen at the Olympics. We cannot be losing to fucking Lithuania.
I said watch this after the show, or maybe after I leave, but we don't have to.
Austin Reeves isn't going to be defending anyone on the low block.
We don't have to do this.
I think we're
Austin Reeves.
All right. Let's talk about this Rockets trade.
Yes, please, Wendy. Thank you. You got us into this, though, Wendy. This is 100% on you.
I take accountability. It's my fault.
Go ahead,
let
Wendy.
it happen.
Sorry, we're sorry.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I am sorry.
I know this Bridges trade. Is a really big deal, and we could talk about it for a while. But
that guy made a 4-point play against Canada.
That's overtime.
All right. I'm so sorry.
Bigger deal than Luke.
This trade that Houston made is way more interesting to me. All right, because let me just tell you what happened. So Brooklyn does the Bridges trade, right? And they do it by announcing to the whole NBA, we're in a tank, baby. We are going to lose as many games as possible for at least the next year. I don't know what's going to happen after this season, but for this season coming up, all we're going to do is lose. Now, that is a fine strategy because the 2025 draft is going to be a really good draft, but they didn't have their picks. They didn't control their draft the next 2 years. That was controlled by Houston from the James Harden trade 2 Harden trades ago. Not the James Harden trade to Philly, not the James Harden trade to the Clippers, the James Harden trade to Brooklyn. That trade is why the Rockets controlled the Nets draft. And so the Nets really were blocked from doing a proper tank because he didn't control their draft. The Rockets went ahead and gave them their picks back the next 2 years. Now they got two firsts and 2 swaps. So they traded 1 first and 1 swap for 2 firsts and 2 swap from Phoenix in the future. But guys, when you have the information that Brooklyn is tanking like a full-on 2015-ish tank, which is what cost them Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, you had that information in Houston, and you give them their picks back. Like, what is going on? And what's going on is Houston's loading up on Phoenix stuff, Phoenix trade assets to try to make a deal with Phoenix. In my 22 years covering the NBA, I've never seen a trade like this. There's obviously something else going on where I don't have all the information because I don't get it. Because if you were Houston and you had the Nets picks and the Nets had announced they were tanking and you wanted to make a trade and improve your team, just hold the Nets picks. Those picks are super duper valuable. The Nets 2025 pick right now is one of the top 5 assets in the league, and you're holding it. And not only did they do that, not only did they agree to trade it back, Brooklyn ran to the league office and got the deal done last night. They called the lawyers at home and said, "Get on your computer. We're making this deal official before Houston can sleep on it." And so that deal is fascinating to me. Houston is working on something. Now, what Woj and other people are connecting here is Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
If Phoenix wants their picks back that they traded for Durant, or their picks and their swaps, that could happen here. I don't know. I don't know where KD's head is at. I decided long ago I would never try to assume what KD is thinking. I would not do that. So I'm not going to do that. What I do know is that KD and Devin Booker's relationship is still very strong, that they're both preparing to join Tyrese in Vegas next week to go on this journey to try to win this gold medal. And that Devin Booker, Lithuania is not in the Olympics right now. And
they didn't even make the Olympics?
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say anything. I have touched the stove yet again.
They could qualify.
They could.
They can qualify.
They can qualify.
Lithuania will qualify. The Lithuania squad, they can fill up the bucket.
A lot of TJ McConnell's on that.
He scored 110. TJ McConnell's of Lithuania scored 110 on Team USA.
110?
110.
Did they play with 4 guys?
You guys are acting like these other countries don't have basketball players. They are good.
Not like us.
That's the wrong mentality.
No, that's not
anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway,
go ahead.
I don't
Wendy,
know.
go ahead. Fuck these guys. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Houston's got something going on, guys. Okay. Houston's got something going on. I don't understand. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't fully understand why they wouldn't just hold the Nets picks, because those Nets picks are so valuable. They did get more stuff from Phoenix, but we got to watch Houston. We got to watch Houston at the number 3 pick tonight. and we got to watch what Houston does with this stuff that they just got from Brooklyn.
Let's say Kevin Durant trade was to happen. Is it normal NBA would happen like today? Is that type of thing? Like draft day, a lot of action takes place? Is that what?
I am expecting there to be a very active 2 or 3 days here between now and Saturday. Saturday is when everybody's opt-outs are, specifically Paul George. He's going to have to pretty much make up his mind what's going to happen between now and Saturday. I don't think Houston's involved in that. But Paul George is in a situation where if he waits until Sunday, he becomes a free agent. But if he waits until Sunday and he opts out of his contract, he can really only go someplace what's got cap space. And there's only a few teams that can pay him a max salary. If he opts into his contract, he becomes tradable, and he can go to a whole bunch of different places where they can then give him an extension. So Paul George has got a really big 3-4 days here. But there's going to be a number. I think there's a number of players who are available on the trade market, some of them were available at the trade deadline and didn't get done, where maybe they get dealt. I think we could see 3 to 5 significant trades in the next 3 or 4 days for sure.
I like that, Wendy. That's good news for us.
What's Durant's contract situation? Is there which suitors I guess could afford him?
Well, he's got a bunch of years and a bunch of money left on the deal. I don't have it right in front of me.
That's what we were talking about.
He makes $50 million. He makes $50 million dollars. And here's the thing: with where
he just signed a 10-year deal.
He'd have to sign off on the trade too. I'm assuming.
But wouldn't you? I thought you he doesn't have to sign off on it, but at players at his level, typically you would involve them. And look. Pat, don't you like the idea that player has agency no matter what his contract says?
Oh, yeah. I am a fan. I negotiate opt-outs into all my deals quickly and then utilize them, and then people say, well, where is it? Well, yeah, we got this. We made this decision. But in the NBA, it's not even opt-outs that take place, seemingly. It just as somebody that, watches from the outside in, it's they just, that seems to be the NBA's move. And
so we'll see though, because right now there's some teams kind of playing hardball with some of their star players. The Clippers right now, we'll see where they're at by Saturday. Clippers are playing hardball with Paul George. Paul George wants a 4-year max contract. He thinks he's earned it. He did just have a very good season. There are teams out there that I think would give him the 4-year max contract, but the Clippers are offering him 3 and less than the max. And they're basically we don't think you're going to walk. We think you're going to stay home here in L.A. We'll see whether that works out or not. The Warriors are playing hardball with Klay Thompson right now. Klay is sitting there. He knows he's got to take a pay cut. Okay, it happens to just about everybody at some point. They got to take a pay cut. He's looking there. He's saying, hey, wait a minute. Andrew Wiggins took a pay cut. He got a 4-year deal. Draymond Green took a pay cut. He got a 4-year deal. I want a 4-year deal, even if I got to take a pay cut. Meanwhile, the Warriors are there. They're looking to make other big trades. They're out there and telling him to hang on. And they're look, Steph's got 2 years left on his contract. We just gave Steve Kerr a new contract. We gave him 2 years. They're playing hardball with Klay right now. So, yeah, I think that the NBA has gotten – the players have really gotten – the star players have really gotten what they've wanted a lot over the last decade. Right now, there's a little bit of a pushback. We'll see if it works and if it lasts.
Okay, and also I like all the clauses they have in their contract so that people can get paid more if they stay with the team. I think they acknowledge that it was a potential issue with players just moving and trying to do it, but be who you can afford to be. The NBA proves that more and more, and you left one off the list there, seemingly. Go ahead, Conor.
Yeah, Wendy, what's going on with Miami and Jimmy Butler? Because it seemed as though he wanted that extension and then kind of haven't really heard anything on that front. Is that going to get done? And is Miami another team that's going to add a piece, or is that situation not kind of signed, sealed, delivered, and Jimmy Butler might be on the move too?
Great question, Connor. From what I understand,
journalism, finally! Hell yeah, that was good.
From what I understand, Jimmy Butler is going to plan to be back with the Miami Heat next year, and even if there's no extension, he's going to focus on next season. He's got a player option in the summer of 2025 next year that he can use. He can basically be in Paul George's situation. I think Jimmy Butler wants to be in Miami. There's teams that have definitely said, hey, are you looking to get out? And I think he said, I'm solid in Miami, and I think that's been communicated to the Heat. I think Jimmy Butler is going to be with the Heat this year and focus on this season, and then we'll see what happens next summer. I do think the Heat are always looking to improve. They have been in the market trying to add somebody next to Jimmy Butler. We saw them go for Dame Lillard. I think they were trying to get Drew Holiday. I think they will be in the market and see if they can get something done. They don't have the greatest assets right now, but a big move for Miami this summer is re-signing Bam Adebayo. He's extension eligible. He's under contract, but he's extension eligible. That's an extension that they might do this summer.
Under contract, extension eligible, need more money up front. I love the way the NBA operates. Shout out to the NBA and their players for negotiating these deals and getting to this point, and only being like 50 of you guys in the world at any given time. That is a phenomenal thing. You said earlier, and I know you have to go in like a minute or so, you said something about the Pacers are on the prowl. Okay, we need to address that.
Yeah.
And is there any questions that we didn't ask that we need to know about as we go into the draft tonight or the NBA?
Well, I would just say I think the Pacers, obviously they're in the Eastern Conference. They see the Eastern teams getting better. They have assets at their disposal. And I think that they are active, from what I understand. They're active, looking to upgrade. They want to get Tyrese and Pascal, and get TJ some help. When's somebody going to help TJ out?
Amen.
I'm trying.
But I think TJ is pretty much untouchable. Tyrese,
Whoa.
like if you list untouchable guys in the league, I think TJ's on that list. I think he's untouchable.
Agreed.
But I do think the Pacers are interested in some names. I don't think it's going to be like an all-star level player, but Chad Buchanan and those guys have done a great job. And
you had the name right there. You tried not to say it. That's what we just heard.
He tried to say Kevin Pritchard, our GM. Kevin
Pritchard. I wanted to make sure I said Kevin Pritchard, President, Chad Buchanan, GM. I didn't want to stumble over that.
Oh, I knew
they've done a
Chad
great
Buchanan
job.
was when you
Obviously,
said that name. I knew who that
Big
was.
Buke.
Well, now you know.
Rick Carlisle.
I thought that was a
Rick
player.
Carlisle
I thought that was a
has done a
player.
good job.
Is
that a 3-point shot?
Chad Buchanan,
Hey,
good
listen.
role player.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I'm going to make my hotel reservations. I'm going to make my hotel reservations right now for Indy 500 weekend next year, because I'm not going to be left
I like
flat-footed
that.
again.
Yeah,
I like
Celtics
that,
Pacers.
Wendy.
Yeah, believe in
that.
Tyrese, believe in these Pacers, and we believe that you will cover the draft in a spectacular fashion tonight on ESPN and ABC.
And I will be seeing Tyrese with Team USA very soon. Take it easy.
See you next week.
Hey, enjoy Paris. Don't get in that
All right,
river.
take
They're
care.
pooping in that river.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brian
That's
Wynn.
what I hear.
Yeah, don't poop in the river, first of all. And then also, don't get in the poopy waters of Paris. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Wendy. Thank you. Wendy's great on our show. I couldn't even fathom what he's like whenever he's trying to cover a team while he's also with the team, because his personality is electrifying for a guy who's only a writer, or was supposed to only be a writer.
Yeah.
He is must watch whenever he talks. So whenever you hear like the Pacers on the prowl, you're star of the team. So obviously you're informed of all the shit that's happening. And is every team active? We don't know how the NBA operates like during the off season. Every team is normally pretty active.
I would probably bet you 30 out of 30 teams are active right now. Yeah, especially right now because free agency starts, what is that, July 1st?
So you just
Voice
did that.
changed. I saw some heads turn and I knew it happened right there.
Very self-aware.
But yeah, free agency starts July 1st. So this is actually the first year that players can negotiate to stay with their team before free agency actually starts.
30 days, right?
I don't know the exact amount of days, but like
It was right after the finals
Yes,
until
correct.
the 30th or whatever. So I guess
correct.
it was like a couple weeks
but like last year when I signed my deal, I had to wait until July 1st.
when the whole market can pitch you.
No, because after my third year, I could renegotiate to sign back. It's called like the Derrick Rose rule, basically. So like Scotty Barnes just signed a max.
Yeah, 270.
Yes, correct. And that was because after his third year, he's allowed to do that.
And Tatum, 315 is the number they're saying. So all these numbers are like slotted. Everybody kind of knows what the deals are going to be.
Yeah, they're all about projections of what the cap is going to be. So like last year when I signed, they said it could be up to 260. Well, the cap changed, so now it's I think like 247 or something like that.
Got
Well,
it.
an all
go ahead.
NBA too, right?
Well, yeah.
That's
So
what you
like
mean.
Scotty's deal is 270 if he makes all NBA. I don't know what the base amount is. I have no idea.
Oh, so these are like NFL contracts whenever they're being said. NFL contracts are it's getting better as of late. Even though the journalists for a long time have been putting out numbers that aren't real, knowing they're not real,
Fugazi.
to potentially have favor with people.
Right from the age.
So that is, I don't know, you tell me in the entire journalism thing what's real and what isn't. But the NFL, there's like a real number, and then now they've made up a practically real number. And then there's the big Fugazi number pretty much at the end. NBA, similar. These big numbers we're hearing are not the fully guaranteed because we think of the NBA deals, fully guaranteed, this is what the person's getting.
Sure.
There's a lot of things that have to hit for that to happen.
I think like Jason, he signs 315. I think he gets all 315.
Congrats,
I
Tate.
think
First team.
Hey,
All-NBA.
congratulations, Jake.
he's gonna make all NBA anyway, so that doesn't matter. But like,
What if he doesn't, though? Because sometimes that is a
I still think he's gonna make 315. I could be wrong, so let me not give you wrong information. But I think that's
We
the
do
case.
that all the time.
Oh,
People
yeah.
hate us.
Plus,
Could
he's
be
been
wrong.
there. He's been there for a while too, since he's been there for his entire career.
That could,
6,
yeah,
7
he's made
years.
all NBA the last 2 years. You're
Yeah.
right. So I think he is gonna get all 315. Whereas Scotty Barnes if like for me, if I didn't make All NBA, and I'm going off projections right now, if I made All NBA, they said it was going to be 260. If I didn't make All NBA, I think it was going to be like 217. Well, I made All NBA, so
congrats.
It's the number that they report.
Hell yeah.
That's only a $43 million difference
That's massive.
to make All NBA. And who's voting on this?
The media.
Wendy.
The media.
Yeah, Wendy.
Wendy.
$43 million.
Is in the hands of the media, correct. Yes.
That's
And 65 games.
And 65 games.
Which almost, you were the person that they were talking about potentially being.
Yeah. I mean, really, that 65 games only really affected 3 of us because only 3 of us, I think it was 3. Yeah, me, LaMelo, and Anthony Edwards were the only ones who our contract would jump if we made All NBA.
$43 million.
$43 million, correct.
So much money.
It's absurd.
$43 million is a massive NFL contract.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the
career
difference.
Bigger than every running back contract.
Yeah, it is a huge. Hey, congratulations. And thank you. Shout out to the media. They got it right.
Yeah.
How you
Yes,
feel
they
about that?
did.
Yes.
How you feel about the 65 game rule? Obviously, you know, impacted you last year, but how do you feel about it overall?
I mean, I understand. I think it's in good spirit, right? We are all fans of the game. We want to see the best players play. I get that, and that's cool. For me, it was frustrating because I got hurt, and then I rushed. I tried to get back as fast as I could. Then I re-aggravated it, and I was kind of scared. But I ended up making it so, we have a great medical staff, all those things. That's good. But I think it's good-spirited. I think there's probably a way to go about it a little different that somebody who's smarter than me could make that decision.
Should they calculate intention? Because, if the intention is, I know, this is always the big issue is anytime you start giving power to people to try to read other people's intention. But then you got to have, a court system, I guess, to hear people's stories. And then there has to be a judge and then a jury and then executioner through the whole thing whenever you're judging intent. But, I think the thing was put in there so that guys didn't just
sit
out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you got Indiana Pacers games before you got here, before the Haliburton era.
Okay.
God, thank you.
The Halle era.
Yeah. So much better.
Such a good era.
In between you and the PG era with Lance Stevenson and Hibbert and George Hill and the boys, and then there was people would fill up for certain people that come to town. And then when those dudes would get announced 35 minutes, an hour before the game that they're not playing, you got an entire arena filled of pissed off fans.
Angry people, yeah.
And Adam Silver had to be like, this is not smart for our business, that people are coming and being pissed off. That is not something. So I think they're trying to make it in good spirit. But if the intention isn't just to sit out, I think there should be exemptions. For instance, you being actually hurt, I don't think that should have, there should be a doctor that says hey, he's actually hurt. This isn't him intending to just kind of wait and rest and think he's not ready. So I think there has to be a little bit more human element maybe.
Yeah, if they did it more so if you miss 7+ straight games where hey, clearly this guy can't play instead of missing, one game on a road trip and then playing the next night. Couldn't that be something where there's a limit to your injury or a point to your injury where it's okay, this guy's not missing games on purpose.
So whenever you go to a mechanic, okay,
Sure.
they have a book that tells them how long a job is supposed to take. And then that is how much they charge for said job.
Yeah.
So if this is supposed to take an hour and a half, but it only takes you 10 minutes, you're getting paid for an hour and a half, right? So that's just literally how the business is, which is fantastic. My Uncle Larry, mechanic. And whenever I heard about this, I'm so you can do 15 hours of work in a 6-hour period and you're still getting paid for 15 hours. And that's the game, I guess.
Yeah.
That is how it all goes. So they would have to have a standard for every injury then.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how many games that this would be.
Baseball, kind of.
Expectation of how many games you would miss, and that would have to just be understood by everybody. He has a high ankle sprain. Okay, so he gets 2 weeks worth of games in this entire
Bingo.
thing. But what if you have then you re-aggravate? What if you re-aggravate?
Well, that's the thing. It's it almost.
Oh my God, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You guys just got to play 65.
Because you run the risk of if a guy's up against that and he's missed a couple games and it's okay, well, if I don't get back, I'm having a hell of a season. If I don't get back out there and play right now, even though I'm 65%, I'm potentially going to lose $42 million. So you go back out there and a guy ends up breaking his ankle and then he misses the rest of that season. And then, it's it is kind of a slippery slope.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, but that's because we know more about everything now. Science got involved. No offense. Science data got involved. It's good for society. But once people start learning, you take a game off every 4 days, you're much more likely to have a prolonged career as opposed to this. And it's impossible if I'm a basketball player not to hear that and be
sounds good.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to do that. And then the NBA's got to balance the entire thing. Let's pivot back to the draft here. So what was the biggest difference between college ball, Iowa State, Hey, go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones. Hey, we'd love to hear that. That was nice. That was nice. Why is that?
I went to Iowa.
That is god awful. What an awful place.
See, it doesn't even matter though, because he's not from Iowa. So like,
my girl is though. She's from the Quad Cities, so I've been to.
Quad Cities is a shithole, but that's neither.
yeah.
It's
rough.
You know.
It's rough.
No, but when it comes to basketball, like Iowa State does have supremacy in the state of Iowa. As like, I don't.
No question.
I mean, watching you guys, George Niang, like Iowa State's been good for a very long time.
No question.
Iowa State football, their fans act like they're like USC or like whatever. But that's neither here nor there.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
How many times?
And I don't know how many times I have to say this. He never fucking beat Iowa when he was at Iowa State.
What is
great,
that?
He's
That's
great right
okay.
now.
He probably sleeps well at night knowing he's a starting quarterback for the Niners.
For sure.
okay.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's a whole different
But we're not talking about how good he is in the NFL. I'm just saying.
That's how good he was as a college player.
Bingo.
If he would have went to the Hawkeyes, woo.
They would kill. They would kill for Brock Purdy.
Yes, they would.
They
I
would
would kill for
first
Brock
down.
Purdy.
They would kill for a first down, which they're going to get a couple this year, I've been told.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Cade McNamara is a dog. I mean, he is.
Just hand the ball off, man.
That's right. That's
He
right.
did.
On the
A
rock.
little bit too much. Let's talk transition basketball. Okay.
Okay. Wait, was he gonna? Were you gonna ask a question?
No, I just had to get.
Oh,
that
the
in
Iowa
there.
joke.
Yeah, had to get that in there.
Terrible place.
Not
Go
a
ahead.
joke. Not a joke.
No, it's a great play.
Hey, Ames is a shithole too. You know that.
No. Ames is a great place. Love Ames. My dog's name is Ames.
Oh, great.
No, so I have.
dog.
I can't say nothing bad about Ames.
Hey, okay, so it sounds like you had a great time in Ames, Iowa, which I'm happy to hear that because on this particular program, a lot of pro Hawkeye conversation, burial of Iowa State, very regular basis here from Iowa
Who would
Hawkeye
I be?
legend.
Got
Guy
to.
Schwinn.
You have to.
You get
and
it.
I would. And if I was here, it would be vice versa. As well.
Exactly.
All right, what's the biggest change from college ball to the NBA? We're going to talk to Coach Cal next hour or whatever. And
Yeah.
I assume he's going to break down why his teams have had success in getting drafted to the NBA other than just recruiting the best players in the country and, creating dogs down there in Kentucky for however long it is. But what was the biggest difference for you? What was the biggest jump for you? Because you're a guy that handles the ball. You're a dazzling playmaker. Is it the physicality like it is in the NFL? What is the biggest difference?
Well, I mean, obviously the NBA, everybody's bigger, everybody's faster, everybody's stronger. You know that. You're playing against. I think like there's a starstruck element when you first get to the NBA that some people have, and I definitely had. But I think
Who? Braun. You shit your
Everybody.
pants with Braun on the court?
The first person that I felt that way was Dame and Carmelo, because we played them in the preseason. No fans, nobody in the crowd, and I'm like coming up for my warm up, and I grab a ball from the rack and I turn around and Dame's right behind me at half court shooting like warm up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is that? Like this is gonna be bad. But yeah, no, I think.
But you have a little imposter syndrome, you think?
What is that?
It's like you don't think you deserve to be there?
No,
Don't
I wouldn't
know
say
if you're
that.
enough?
I wouldn't say that. I would just say you're like, damn, this is like the first time Carmelo switched on to me. My hands were shaking so much, I just had to pick the ball up. Like I wanted to make a move, but there was no move to be made. Like, it was over with. I would say that the biggest thing is probably just time management. You guys know this, just being a professional. Like in college, they give you, this is your schedule. You got class at this time, we got team workouts at this time, film, blah, 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 blah. In the NBA, it's like, you don't have class. This is your job now. So you need to figure out how you're going to separate yourself, whether that's, what you're doing in the morning, are you coming back at night, all those things. I would say just time management is probably the biggest thing.
How about these European guys?
Yeah, they're good.
So they were like pros, though, since they're kids. Like in soccer. We've been learning about this.
Yeah.
Hey, soccer, not terrible sport.
No.
Hey, Euros is happening.
Yeah.
How's England doing?
Top of the group, just went through. Got on the better side of the draw, so we'll be all right.
Okay, maybe it's...
Could be coming home. Could be. Never know. Never
Been
know.
on the championship running here.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
No one.
Yes, we have,
Boston,
D-Buck.
Panthers.
Oh, my God. I
Here
don't
we
That's
go,
a good
bro.
point.
and I learned yesterday that Gumpy is not pulling for England because he is from Canada, which I thought all of Canada pulled for England.
Yeah, God save the Queen.
Because they were paying taxes to
Yeah, right.
England
Yeah,
still.
might
Like,
as
I
well.
thought that was the case. So that is not the case. A lot of people in Canada hate England, I guess, which kind of a relief, to learn just from a competitive standpoint, this entire thing. His grandma actually lived in England. So, like, Gumpy's actually English.
Makes sense.
So that's why he pulls so hard for England. I thought it was strictly because he was from Canada and they were still paying taxes.
Yeah, me too.
That was a good moment yesterday. Pat, we're watching the game. Pat goes, "You can't actually care." I was like, I really do. I really do.
Yeah, because he was like upset about what was going on with England, and I'm like, this can't actually be like a care.
Put
you know?
$1,000
You
on
drop
it or
the
something.
act. We get it.
Yeah, because he was like he was stomping around back there, and I'm like, come on, bro, you're acting like real deal. And then he told me the whole story. I was like, so it's not just Canada. He's like, no. I'm like, okay. So I was viewing him a little indifferently.
Sure.
You know? So I appreciate. Hey, maybe it's coming home.
Could be coming home.
Maybe it's coming home to grandma's house.
There you go. Because France, Spain, and Portugal all are on the other side of the draw. England and Italy are on the other side.
Well, and Italy scored in 98th minute the other day.
Filthy.
Tie the Croats. I mean, these games have been pretty good. If you happen to happen upon them, okay, just happen to happen because there's not a lot on TV.
No.
America's Got Talent's about to have a run. I was watching that. CMA Fest last night was sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of people performing. A lot of friends of Tyrese Haliburton performing last night. I mean, it was a fantastic evening, it seemed, in Nashville. Parker McCollum was out there looking very jacked.
Of course.
Very jacked. He's in Indy on Friday. I think he's going to potentially stop by and just get shit talked to him about the Houston Texans.
Love it.
Sure.
And then he might flex on us the entire thing. But every once in a while, you'll happen upon one of these soccer games. Not terrible. Copa tournament, not terrible either. Canada got its first win in Copa America.
Copa America is very fast-paced, and they are reckless. Guys are flying everywhere. It's awesome.
And they're a little petty.
Oh, yeah.
A little petty. A lot of chirping. You know?
South American flair showing up.
And the little spikes up coming in. You know, whenever they've had enough. You know, they're coming in.
Of course.
They're coming in there sideways doing the entire thing. So soccer's doing it. But back to the point. The Euros are taking place. These European guys are coming into the NBA so well. Is it because it is like soccer over there in Europe? Do they have like academies growing up that they're professional in? And have you ever played in any of those arenas that we see where there's like, they're going
flares, flags, people jumping up and down. Like, I think Jokic was the one that was like, hey, I don't give a shit about playing in Minnesota. I grew up playing overseas, brother.
Is that real? And what do we have wrong? And is it like that? Have you ever played over there?
Well, there's like a big debate in the basketball world of like what they do in Europe. Is that more beneficial than what we do in AAU basketball? And I don't really buy into that. I think they're both good for whatever you need. I mean, I grew up in the AAU system, so that's just
Coach is here, right?
Coach is here, yeah. So what negative do I have to say about AAU basketball?
What about Coach is a dog out here?
But to your point too, like those guys traditionally aren't playing college. Like they go from the youth, whatever they're playing, like then they turn pro at 16 or whatever. And we got guys going through college who now it's like college or the G League. Like, do you think it'd be more beneficial if more guys were just going right from, you know, AAU like straight into like a professional outfit like the G League?
I mean, I think that it's all based on who's teaching you what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like AAU basketball can be trash if you're, you know, not being taught the right things and playing in, you know, junky tournaments and there's like, you know, crazy parents and all those stuff. Like all that can be bad. But I think what matters most is like who's actually teaching you. Do they know what they're talking about? Are you getting real experience playing against other people and, you know, being able to use what you're learning and things like that? All those things are important. Well, I just think there's benefits to both. But obviously, yeah, you're seeing a lot of guys coming from Europe. It's going to keep happening. It's not going to stop anytime.
We tonight.
Yeah.
I believe
another Frenchman, yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Don't look now.
You played other sports growing up?
One coming.
I played football, but I wanted to quit so bad. Going into high school. I hate getting hit. You know, that's not really for me.
It seems to be the NBA player's story. Whenever Austin Rivers launches that entire, you know, NBA, NFL thing, a lot of NBA guys came out and were like, nah, I'm not taking it. I'm not going to be one of the guys.
I'm not signing up for that, me, myself. No, thank you. I got mono going into high school, and that allowed me to quit. My dad wasn't going to let me quit. And I got mono, and they were like, yeah, you can't play the whole year. And I was like, thank you.
Let's go to a sport that none of us can play in the – well, I guess there's probably a few guys, and you're from Wisconsin, so maybe you can skate better than anybody on this stage right now. But joining us is a Stanley Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, friend of the program. From the Florida Panthers. We've seen him in the Atlantic Ocean. Yep. We've seen him in the elbow room. Yep. We've seen him on a pool deck. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Tkachuk. A little bit of a gong show there.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, congratulations.
Champs.
Hey, I don't know if you saw it. I'm happy you got that photo. Because on TV, kind of missed it. You know, I don't want to be a buzzkill. The photo is all we needed, though. All we needed.
Got it.
I was watching along, literally waiting for you to have that moment and the rest of the team in the celebration. As soon as that thing goes into your hands, what are your first thoughts? It was all worth it? Like, legitimately, do you have like a full nostalgia trip while you're doing that skate around? What is going through your head as you're lifting that thing for the first time ever?
Yeah, it was the most special feeling from the second we won, like the clock hit zero to lifting the cup. Let's call it 15 minutes. the best 15 minutes of my life. Words don't even describe how excited I was to see Barkey carry it and see my teammates. And then when I got it, everything just shut off in the whole world. And it was just the most amazing feeling. That trophy is the greatest thing in the world. And it's been an unbelievable celebration ever since.
Okay, so obviously every time a team wins, we get a chance to see how they're going about celebrating a very long season that ends in the most joyful fashion possible. We saw Ovechkin go on a full state-to-state tour with it in fountains while boozed the entire time. I think he was on like 4 different TV shows, drunk every time, on the internet all over the place, drunk every time, for like 4 days, I think, straight. There was like that moment. We've seen you guys doing it down there in South Florida, and there is a little South Florida pizzazz. We're in the Atlantic Ocean, okay? WWE title, taking this thing, Lord Stanley Cup, into the Atlantic Ocean with a bunch of people following you. Obviously, the entire city seems to be enjoying this. You take a big old back bump here. You just thought, yep, this thing needs to see the ocean, maybe meet a shark or two?
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking there. We were at Elbow Room, and a few of us just looked out in the ocean. We were like, I don't know. I think it's time, boys. And before you knew it, we were racing into the ocean, and we had hundreds and however many people were behind us following us into the ocean. And that was a really special moment. And just to have all the fans that, we partied from, we had it in the locker room probably from like midnight to 3 a.m. And then by the time that was winding down, everybody came back to my house at like 4:30. We had probably 7 or 8 guys stay all night. And then we were at Elbow Room by 8 a.m. And then partied there for however long.
Bravo, boys.
Unbelievable.
Bravo, boys. Yeah,
Pedialytes.
Yeah, Pedialyte, created for babies, perfected for booze bags. The dump off the second floor of the Elbow Room, just collapsing a dude's face. Was it like this the entire time everywhere you went?
Yeah, it was, and the parties kept getting better just throughout the whole day. It was crazy, and I think the party's going to continue all week until the end of the parade. We have the parade on Sunday, so tonight might change it up a bit. Might bring it down to Miami, or might go to Miami. I don't know. We still, when you win the cup, it's crazy. All plans are off. Like, you just wake up one day and whatever happens that day happens. But that cup is the most attractive thing in the world, and it brings everybody together.
Yeah, it's big. It has an aura about it. You talk about the internet aura. Walk Lordo into a nightclub. It happened in Pittsburgh a lot. And literally the DJ immediately, holy shit! Yeah. And then every drunk person just kind of like, just because it's so large. So even when you're incredibly boozed up and your eyes are half closed, you can still see that it's big. Mm-hmm. That is a trophy that stands alone all by itself. The way you are talking right now, Bob, I'm so proud of you. You were in the middle of one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You are in the middle of one, and we're not the only ones that are proud of you. There's obviously a Florida Panther fan here who has been celebrating alongside you guys. Chugged a Modelo out of a baby Lord.
So Chucky.
D-Butt's got a question and probably something to say.
Hell yeah. First of all, congrats. Thank you. It's been a long 30 years down there for us. Congrats to you.
Hell yeah, baby.
Big one. I saw
Day
Pop.
one fan,
Yeah,
D-Butt.
absolutely. Saw Pops getting emotional as well. But what was like your real feeling when you touched it, when you were able to hoist Lord Stanley, compared to obviously you thinking about it? You guys had 4 opportunities to close it out and win it. So how was that real versus what was the anticipated feeling when you actually got to touch it, lift it, kiss it, do all those things?
So before even the game started, I get walked out of the house by my dad or brother, and I think that was one of the 2 moments. I explained it, but that was one of the moments that it really hit me that, we're winning this tonight. I'm not just winning it for my teammates and everybody that I've battled with all year long, but I want to win it for them too. And getting walked out by them, and then that's when it hit me, raising the cup, skating it a lap around, stopping at the end of my lap right in front of where my family was sitting, and just taking a moment, looking at them, just lifting it up as proud as I could have. It was so special. It really is a trophy that doesn't just reflect on what you've done or what your teammates have done, but everybody that got you there. So I think that's what I was most proud of, was to be able to get that Tkachuk name on that trophy for my family.
Big Walt down there.
So cool.
So cool. Just doing. Look at you, buddy. Huh? You did it. Chuck, you did it. Ain't that fucking sweet?
Hell yeah.
I mean, that's sweet. This whole thing is a part of the whole process, and it's going to continue through Sunday. Jesus, boys.
Yeah.
The hockey house is a wild one. It always is, if you ever end up at one in any of these universities. Then you add in the European,
Yeah.
Sure.
just stamina, I guess is what we'll call it. You guys are really in. Is the whole team involved right now? Whole team, basically everywhere? And has Bill Zito come out and, done any sweet party tricks?
Yeah, Bill was in he was in attack mode in the locker room after the game. He got champagne showered a few times, sprayed in the eye, forgot to put the goggles on. All the fun stuff that is just in the moment we'll never forget. But yeah, a huge thanks and credit. I mean, he's the main reason why I'm down here. He put his job on the line and making that trade for me and really, I don't know, for me, I'm just so appreciative of him giving me the opportunity to play down here. So I told him that right after, but he's probably the biggest reason why I am down here, along with the Violas and everybody that was able to make that decision. So I'm so, giving him a big hug and seeing him drink out of that cup after. It was a very special moment for me. And I know it's tough for him and them. They're all in Vegas now for the draft. With us going to Game 7, this is all coming really quick for them. So they're there for the draft this weekend, and then they're back Saturday for the parade. So they got a lot of travel ahead as well.
Yeah, we'll see him on Saturday. And he obviously, his emotions were on display throughout the entire series, from in the suite throwing a bottle to on the ice talking to everybody. And then sounds like in the locker room, a little bit of a runaway as well. We appreciate the hell out of you joining us throughout the entire series. And congrats, champ. I hope you enjoy it all. You deserve it.
Yeah, thanks. And to all the Panthers fans that have been celebrating and will be celebrating all week, you guys are the best.
Who's in the back there? Who's in the back there that just yelled?
That's my friggin' dad.
That man, Big Wall. All right. We appreciate the hell out of you, ladies and gentlemen. Matthew Kachuk. Yeah, we did it! In the back.
Legend.
They're living, dude. These hockey dudes do it.
They go.
They do.
Yeah.
Got to respect it.
Their stamina is something that I don't know if any other sport has. Legit, maybe wrestling, maybe amateur wrestlers. Rugby, I guess.
Sure.
You end up at a hockey house, a rugby house, or a wrestling house. The night's nowhere near over. You think the night is over. This is a nice little after party. No, this is the beginning of the
O lineman, D lineman.
Sure.
Yeah, you're right.
But they're not as
throwbacks.
We're talking late night. We're talking those rooms. I don't want to say they potentially. Nope, not gonna say it. But
Sure.
They're going 7 a.m.
Oh yeah. Equal parts awesome and cruel that they got to wait till Sunday, and they got to just go balls to the wall.
We know it, they'll make it. All right, hour 2 on the other side. More chitter chatter. We'll see you then. Goodbye.
Hello and welcome to Office Championship Wrestling live in Indianapolis, Indiana. Tonight we have a straight to hell match in which the devil will battle against our office wrestler, Dylan Boston. You might be wondering how we got here. Let's find out right now.
And now we have to make a deal with the devil.
Yeah, no big deal. Classic trial by combat situation. We got our champion, Dylan Bostic. All he's got to do, win the match, 1, 2, 3, and we're home safe.
The only man that would take the job to protect us from the devil himself, Dylan Bostic.
Like you mentioned, Pat, there's probably about 5 or 6 other guys we'd rather have in this position. But we'll take Bostic, I guess.
Not only are all of our souls on the line, the Office Championship Wrestling Championship, presented by Natural Light, is also on the line.
Jesus, the devil's trying to put Bostic straight to hell!
I do not want to go to
God,
hell!
no!
Don't do
Good
it!
God, no! Come on, Bostic, Pat!
Oh, no! Oh, my...
I'll see you in hell, Pat. The goddamn Easter Bunny's out here! What the hell's he doing here?
The Easter Bunny is obviously here to help Dylan Bostic. Wait a minute. No!
No!
The Easter Bunny Everybody's been on the devil's side this whole time. Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
What the hell's Jesus Christ doing here?
The power of Christ is compelling Dylan Bostic.
Look at this, Pat! Jesus Christ is bringing Bostic back to life! Jesus is going insane! And now Bostic's kicking wholesale ass in the ring!
Jesus Christ has come to help Dylan Bostic defeat the devil and defeat the Easter Bunny. What's gonna happen here?
Good God Almighty, it looks like he's going up in the scissor lift!
Jesus is lifting the scissor lift! Jesus is now telling Bostic to come down from
Don't do it, Bostic! Don't do it! Oh my God! Bostic's dead! He's dead! You can't tell from home, but that scissor lift is about 8 stories up, Pat!
80 feet in the air! Oh wait, he's tuning up the bed! The devil!
Super kick! Into the casket! The devil goes down! The devil goes down!
He shuts the casket!
And
Straight
that's
back to
it!
hell! The devil goes straight back to hell where he belongs!
With the assist from Jesus Christ of Nazareth!
Dylan Bostic saves the PMI office's souls and wins the OCW championship right here on our first OCW Straight to Hell.
The following program is a collection of stooges talking about happenings in the sports world. It is meant to be comedic informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their boss, or ESPN. There may be some cuss words because that's how humans in the real world talk. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Hey,
What?
let's go!
This show stinks, and the fact that you listen, we are very, very thankful for. The all-time leading tackler for the Green Bay Packers, you pig!
Damn it!
Be a friend, tell a friend something nice could change their life.
Sport!
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to our humble abode, the Thunderdome, on this. Attention, everybody! The NBA Draft is tonight, Wednesday, June 26, 2024. Hour 2 of the program starts now.
Sports
are happening all around us, and today we are incredibly lucky to have a sports legend in the making joining us. It's not the Talks Table, although they have already accomplished that status at Boston Connor and at Ty Schmidt. Interesting shirt choice for today, Connor.
Look, I mean, it was the draft. We had Brad Stevens on yesterday. I was thinking in my head, like, who's the greatest draft pick in the last 10, 15, 20, maybe ever years? Jason Tatum. So obviously I was going to wrap it, and then just so happens
that joining us, ladies and gentlemen, going into his 5th year, two-time NBA All-Star, face of the Indiana Pacers as we ascend to the top of the NBA yet again. Just like the glory days whenever we were battling the Heatles every NBA Finals. Now, LeBron James is still playing. Yeah, he's still playing, and that still could be exist. But the Indiana Pacers have changed completely, and they're all the way back with this man, ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Haliburton.
Unbelievable intro.
Well, I was just about to add in, I have learned some things about teams that Tyrese Haliburton has played on because he is going to be playing in the Olympics.
That's right.
For Team USA.
Yeah, come on now.
Great team.
Great team.
Best ever, they're saying.
He was best of all time.
For shoot.
And he was on a team, USA, that lost to, I didn't even know the country had basketball. Lithuania.
Was KD, LeBron, and Steph on that team?
No.
That's one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys, Tone Diggs, and 9-year NFL vet, Darius J. Butler. Yeah, we got a whole new team, right? We got a whole new team?
Whole different team, yep.
How do you feel about the squad? We got good chemistry? Do we text each other? Are we on a Zoom call? How do we feel about Team USA?
There has been no group chat that I have been invited to. I don't know if there is one.
This is why Lithuania is smacking us.
Rally the troops, boys.
Next week. I'm sure
Next week, though. Yeah, we got to report to camp on the 5th.
Oh, okay. So once we get to camp, we'll figure this out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're adults here.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Okay, I respect and appreciate. Camp, you guys stay in what? In all one hotel. Don't have to tell us which hotel. One hotel. We got meetings. We got all. How intense is camp here?
One hotel. All of us together. There'll be.
We'll practice every day. We have an exhibition game against Canada.
Voice change. Exhibition game against Canada in Vegas on the 10th.
Is that going to be on TV?
I have no idea. I would assume so.
It's like an NBA TV type thing. I bet.
You better win by 50.
Who's the coaching
Tough
staff? this year?
matchup.
Same staff as last year. Steve Kerr, Ty Lue, Mark Few,
Good coach.
Good crew.
and Eric Spoelstra.
What's this like? A lot of meeting and Coach Spo. Okay, what is a lot of meetings, a lot of talking, a lot of like how and who decides? Like, is there people deciding on strategy and like, because this is a big put egos aside type shit, right? For Team USA, that's
For sure.
real. Who is the one? Everybody.
Well, Grant Hill is he decides the roster. He's I don't even know his title. He runs USA Basketball. So Grant decided on the team.
And then,
those are all elite coaches, so they determine the strategy.
Okay, and you guys just understand you're going in there. Hey, who knows what style? Do you guys already know what style of basketball you're playing? Has there been any hey, this is probably what we're going to end up doing, that type of shit?
I assume by our group that will be an up-tempo team, get up and down, pick up.
That's good news for you.
I like that style of play for sure.
Yeah, the Indiana Pacers, we run people in the dirt.
Crazy.
You were working this morning, so you got to stay in shape, I guess.
I do. This is the first week I've touched the basketball since season ended.
And how do we feel? Balls falling or?
Oh, yeah. Shots are falling. We're good. We got to get in
Lithuania
shape.
hasn't stopped. I just want to let you know that. Joining us now, Lithuania has not stopped. Boom.
They're not allowed to stop, actually. They tried to stop one time, and they're like, nope, sorry, you got to keep playing.
He's from a weird country named Lithuania. Yeah. That's all I can think about. Lithuania is probably a great country. I have no idea.
Rakaitis was a good player. Solid player.
He was. Scored too much. He was too good. Cost some corn dogs for everybody in here, Jackie.
Fundamentally sound.
Let's win, but not by too much. What a movie. What a movie.
Special movie. The invention of the alley-oop.
Yeah.
Coffee Black could fly.
Get it.
Couldn't he?
Oh, yeah. One of the best ever.
Get the funk out of my face. 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 If you don't like my music, you don't have to use it. You've seen it.
No clue what you get.
Dude, come on!
No. Stop.
Everybody love everybody.
He's lying. Is that serious?
I can tell by his face.
Yeah. I was trying not to give it away. I was trying to find the bop.
You don't know Ed Mox?
That's a banger, that song.
You don't know Ed Monix?
Ed Monix got traded for a washing machine.
Yeah, bag of balls.
His knee, though, always gets swollen. Joining us now.
Dewey? You don't know Dewey?
AJ doesn't know it either.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is certainly a guy who knows.
Yeah.
AJ, what movies that? AJ Hawk, ladies and gentlemen.
Hogger. Thunder? Whoa, what's up?
Oh, Tiny Hogger.
Good Lord.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
They were the Flint
Tropic.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
What's going on here?
What happened to you?
Hey there, little fella.
Yeah, tiny little
Problem
guy.
with my whole situation. What
Just
happened?
a little fella.
Just a cute little boy.
Look at me. And I can't even see what's happening.
Come here, buddy.
Get over here.
See, what do I do?
Can you lean your head?
Give this guy a knuckle sandwich.
It was good 2 seconds ago.
You look good, AJ. You look good.
Who's
See,
wrong
help
with
me.
my stuff? Okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay.
That's good. That's
There
perfect.
you go.
Oh, now we know, though. Kayfabe ruined.
Yep.
Holy
There you go.
shit.
Good Lord.
He is nowhere near as big as he appears. This is like the object in the mirror.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay, is closer
Closer.
than it appears. I just learned a lot about our program right there. Wow, I didn't know we were doing that.
Me neither.
Did you know we were?
No idea.
I had no idea.
Yeah. You have to make my head and face look bigger. Yeah, we do that on purpose.
And your trap. I mean, you should.
I wish. Traps are genetic, man. Traps are tough to build up. They're kind of like calves. You're kind of born with it.
Okay, don't be so. You got good. Hey, you got good traps, man.
Yeah, good
okay,
to know.
it seems like you look in a mirror and you worry about your traps. You shouldn't. They're very. And your neck.
I feel like he does.
Neck's very large as well because you used to use it as a weapon. You know what I mean? So you look great, dude.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Also, Germany and Lithuania have no chance. So Tyrese, don't worry what these guys are saying. We got it. We got this.
AJ, did you just learn that we lost to Lithuania in basketball?
Let up 110 points.
Yeah, I may have just learned that. Giving up 110, yeah, it's all right. Hey, man, lost. We don't, let them have that one. We'll take it when it matters.
You knew Lithuania played basketball, though.
Yeah, definitely did.
They got a couple NBA guys.
Okay.
Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Oh, he's hell of a player.
Yeah. I don't know if he didn't play last year. And we lost.
You lost to a Sabonis list, Lithuania?
Yeah, we did. I'm not gonna lie. And Valanciunas.
Travis Kelce.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he is an absolute dog. AJ, the NBA draft is tonight, And we had Wendy on earlier. He broke some like real news everywhere. First of all, the Pacers are on the prowl. Did you hear that? Did you hear about that, AJ?
Yeah. What is he saying? So they're trying to get up into the draft, into the first round or something?
Well, I seen some news aggregators in the basketball world that put tweets out were like, they saw what the Knicks did and they're trying to keep up by adding weapons to Tyrese Haliburton. And that's how a storyline is made, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Pacers got to keep up with the Knicks, and then the Celtics are watching all this from the top of the mountain. It's like the NBA is awesome around this time because now we got Kevin Durant potentially heading to Houston. What's Houston doing? Houston made one of the biggest flubs in trade history with picks. I mean, like, Wendy talked for 25 minutes. It's just like, wait a minute. It's like that is the NBA right now. And that's why the draft is so spectacular, even though we don't know shit about anybody getting drafted tonight.
Yeah, we don't. I guess it just differs from football because football, you're used to watching a lot of these guys compete for the Heisman Trophy or whatever, and a lot of these guys are playing overseas. But yeah, we still got the college guys, though, that are going to be up there.
Yeah, Kling Kong, we know him. Don't connect.
We usually know at least 5 to 10 guys maybe in the NBA draft. At least. I mean, I feel like this is the year where we don't know anybody.
At all.
Anybody.
Nobody?
Well, like,
I mean,
do you?
No.
You don't know anybody. You said you don't know.
How many do you want me to name? How many guys do you want me to name?
We know Kling Kong.
Kling Kong is a dog.
Klingen.
Don't connect.
Castle, the other dude on UConn.
Yeah.
Also a national champion.
He's
Ronnie James, of course. You guys know that.
He's not getting drafted tonight, though. We heard.
He could.
Hey, maybe.
He could.
I
right?
think he's going 17 to the Lakers. This is just a bunch of hoopla. Like, hey, we're not doing this.
you're
LeBron
saying-
doesn't care.
Sounds like it could be some mumbo jumbo.
A whole lot of mumbo jumbo.
Exact round to be drafted odds from ESPN Bet. ESPN Bet doing it.
They're still doing it. Yeah.
Doing bets.
Now.
Doing bets.
They are doing the bets.
Yeah.
I know. I see it everywhere. What do you mean? That's why we're showing it.
Plus 1,000 right now for him to go in the first round.
Love it.
And you're saying
I might
he's.
take that.
I love it. I mean,
What do you think, Tyrese? What's Tyrese think? Is he going first, second round? What do you think?
I have no clue.
When you're building a team, do people get drafted or selected for a squad because they're great at one side of the court? For instance, like people are saying Bronny's going to be great defense just because he knows basketball obviously very well. He's athletic, incredibly athletic, and he max effort because his dad has missed 4 games or something in the last 100 years, like whatever the case is if he wanted to. Is that something that people would get added to a team for, like in roster built, and then potentially he grows his game more? Like, do people get brought in for specialized shit?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how many guys get drafted that are elite offensive players I'm one of them. I mean, I got drafted for offense. I'm getting there defensively.
Oh, you suck at defense?
No, I'm getting better. I wouldn't say
What are you not good at?
improving.
What are you not good at?
What we talk about with football, physicality. That's where I gotta
beef up
there. Yeah, I got to improve there.
We need to come to our Thunderdome a couple times, maybe.
Yeah,
Stop
get
by
in
the
the
hall.
Get in there, squat rack.
Yeah, get in there.
Is that what you need? Is that what it is? You need to, or do you
I
need
gotta
to
get
learn
stronger.
leverage better? We do it.
Oh yeah, both, all the above. Whatever you name, I gotta get better at.
How hard is that though? Like getting stronger. Like, does your shot change because it's easier?
I used to think that, but I don't really buy into that as much. I've gotten stronger since I've been in the NBA. I've gained
Oh, we've seen it.
Come on, I've gotten stronger since I've been in the NBA.
How much have you gained?
When you walked in, we thought so.
When I got drafted, I think I was 175 pounds. I could probably 195 now.
How tall?
20 pounds.
Same height, 6'5".
Okay. Is that actual 6'5", or you like with shoes on 6'6"?
No, with we have to get measured without shoes now. So I would bet without shoes, I'm probably 6'4.5".
Got it. Back in the day, though, everybody used to have the big.
It could be whatever you wanted.
Ronnie was
Got measured with shoes.
6'4".
Yeah, you can be whatever you wanted.
6'4".
They said KD's 6'11". He's 7 feet.
He's 7 feet for sure.
He doesn't want to be.
Damn.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, okay.
Some of these guys are just so much taller than everybody else. Like, you're all phenomenally tall. Like, you walk anywhere, people are going to go, that's a fucking tall guy.
Yep.
And even the guys that are short in the NBA, that's because comps, what they're standing next to, are so tall. 5'11" looks tiny.
Yeah,
you
Chris
know?
Paul.
And that's 6 foot walking around in real life and like very standard. So, but there are guys that are just like Wemby, this Wemby character.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Wemby?
Oh, he's unbelievable.
7 foot what, 5 or 6? Or
Yeah, probably 8 in shoes.
We played him in our first 5 games. He's just getting ready. We beat him by 40.
Hell yeah, we did.
We did. And
I was like, oh, just wait till we see them again. He's gonna be a problem. And we played him again game 60. He was unstoppable. I was like, this guy's unbelievable.
What did he do? He just figured out everybody?
I mean, I think he just, it takes some time to settle into how the game is played, where your spots are, all those things. It just took him a little bit.
They start passing the ball.
Yeah, it's the thing with him too, like, because that was a conversation like early on. Those guys obviously didn't play many primetime games the year before. They had the number 1 overall pick. Then all of a sudden they have a ton of primetime games and they're trying to get, their own shine, but they're not really passing it to Wemby. Is that a conversation, at least amongst teams, when these rookie superstars come in and take over? Because that was the same thing with Luka.
I mean, maybe. I don't really know. I think for him, he's probably just he seems like a really good dude from our conversations.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a little bit to step on toes and be like, give me the ball.
You know what I mean? But
I think they understood after some time. Like, that seemed to be the only conversation people were talking about for a while is, hey, they're not giving the guy the ball.
He's running through the lane, like, hey, throw me the ball.
Yeah,
They're not
but-
doing it. And Popovich is on the sideline.
They're gonna be a problem soon, though. They're gonna be a problem.
Because like pop coaching and
Coaching and Wemby, and they got like Devin Vassell. He's gonna be really good. Jeremy Sohan. They got some good guys around him.
So for like you said, he's got to be an asshole and like demand the ball, command the ball, and everything like that. How much do you feel like you had to develop as like that type of guy in the NBA? For instance, when you get in there, you're a young guy. Like quarterbacks come into the NFL, and if they're a rookie quarterback and they're picked high and they're going to start them, those dudes are supposed to be leaders in the locker room, and they've never paid a tax. They have no idea what they're doing. You got adults that are in there, and this person, that's like an uncomfortable thing. For you, was that an easy thing? Is that something? No.
No, not at first. Not at first. I mean,
I was in SAC, so like Fox was really that was his group. He was the best player. Like Fox was the leader, And when I got here, we sucked. So it didn't. I mean, there's a difference. I think like leading isn't that hard when you don't have to step on toes. You know what I mean? When you're just kind of like, like I'm a good dude and like, let's do it, let's win, like hoorah, whatever. But the minute stuff starts going bad and you need to hold people accountable, that's where it gets tough because you got to have a good enough relationship with people to do that. You know what I mean? You can't just, I can't just cuss people out for not doing the right thing. If I'm not doing the right thing, one, and two, if I don't know anything about you and I cuss you out, it might be a problem. Whereas with our group we have now, we're all super close. It does not matter. It does not.
Same vibe too and energy. I would say you are like big wrestling fan. You got pizzazz. You do.
Showman.
Yeah, showman.
Truly.
You do these passes and then we're here.
Set the court.
You know what I mean? A little bit of that.
Yeah.
Welcome to my town, which I do believe, by the way. Tyrese 317 shirts. Good move.
Yeah.
People love you in this city for obvious reasons. But like your guys' personalities, I think are like, I wouldn't say that you are anything like any high-level elite athlete that I've ever talked to before. Like you're, like so humble, cool, but you talk shit seemingly, and you have a lot of moxie. Then you bring in Pascal, and he's same exact way, seemingly. TJ McConnell, just like consummate underdog, this guy willing to fight. It's like the team has great personality for the city of Indianapolis and for the Indiana Pacers. Do you guys acknowledge that? Do you realize that? How good? And Carlisle's like perfect for the city
Miles
as well. And Miles Turner's been here through it. You know? So like we've seen Miles, like, I don't want to say grow up, but like literally for a long time. And then Coach Carlisle coming out and saying like, yeah, small market teams are allowed to win too. It's like, do you acknowledge, like Indiana loves your guys' team. Do you feel that? And do you think you are perfect for the city of Indianapolis?
Yeah, for sure. I would just say as a group, we just got a ton of like good dudes. Like we all enjoy kicking it, hanging out, whatever.
But I think we all understand that we want to win at the end of the day at the same time. Like, yes, I think publicly it's very easy for me to be who I am, but when we step on the court or in practice or whatever, I could be an asshole too if I have to be. Like I think that's what we all appreciate about each other. We all have that ability at the same time.
Your pizzazz, you were ever worried it wasn't going to work in the NBA?
No.
Do you always, like at Iowa State, I didn't watch enough Iowa State games. That's on me. Hand up.
Always rooted for him, though.
Pulling hard for the Cyclones.
Come on, Cyclones.
I used to say when the Cyclones get in the gym. That's what I used to say.
So do we.
Really?
Watch out.
I remember.
Remember, AJ? We were talking about that.
Yeah.
It was COVID, I think. No, it was
Multiple times. It was like early COVID, like before COVID, and then a little bit after COVID.
2018.
Before COVID, then after
2017.
COVID.
Yeah, it's 2017.
Tyrese wasn't there that long because he said he didn't love it that much, so he left after
That's
2
cap.
years.
Cap. I was there 2 years. I had to leave.
We
I didn't wanna leave.
watched when you were there.
Yeah, you were ready.
Same style, though? We had a lot of pizzazz.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just who I've been my whole life. I used to wear
like a headband, the two-tone arm sleeve. Back when John Wall was cracking, it was
Oh, yeah.
the half and half color. Yeah, that was me. I was that guy.
Okay. I love everything about it. It's perfect for basketball. It is perfect for the NBA. It's perfect for the Pacers. And it sounds like we're going to win. Big NBA draft this evening. We'll be joined by Coach Calipari here in a matter of moments. We have a couple NFL things to talk about. Ayuk, this is getting weird. This is becoming a thing. AJ, it's 2024, so we have to talk about things that happen on the internet. Like, I know there's a lot of media people that whenever we're talking about somebody unfollowing a team on Instagram or removing all their photos of someone, and they're like, is this really what we're paying attention? Yeah, because
you have to.
Yeah, if a relationship ends, okay, just any relationship we've ever seen on the internet, normally there's going to be a deletion. That never happened.
Bingo.
Off of the entire social platforms. So when players are doing shit on social platforms for their to their teams, we have to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
We have to. This IU Niners thing is certainly coming to a head.
Wow.
Every single day, the louder it gets. I'm blogging this shit. It's going on TikTok about they don't want me. Now this in the comment section, I thought the Niners was never trying to trade me whenever there was a report from JPA Football.
Someone needs to let them know.
You know, in this entire thing, that's an aggregator of information slash opinion slash guesstimation someplace. Now, granted, in this entire thing, who knows what's real and what isn't. But this is getting real loud with the Ayuk and Niners thing.
Yeah, I hate it. Personally, I hate it. I know we're in a different, day and age with social media and people controlling their narrative, and I don't have a problem with that. But, negotiating and doing these type of things, I think from the player side, I know from the team side they want it. I know they leak things as well sometimes, but you don't want a lot of this stuff to play out in public, in my opinion. I hate to see it. Hopefully, I do hope, Ayuk obviously gets his money and ends up somewhere where, who wants him and where he wants to play. But I do hate seeing all this type of shit. I feel like every week is something now.
Yeah, and, I don't think I really thought about the whole fifth-year option this year. Knowing that this can happen back-to-back years for Ayuk is something. 3 years. 3 years in a row.
With two franchise tags potentially available.
That information kind of changes it, but I just don't get the whole angle of, hey, my good friend who's a rookie quarterback at the team who has poop pipes bursting, that's where I want to go. I want to go play with that guy. That doesn't really make sense as that being his bargaining chip, but he will get paid at the end of the day, right? We expect.
Hopefully, we have no idea. The franchise tag will pay him $26 million. It said projected to be next year because this will be the last year of his rookie.
And then who knows if it's true, but I think that's what they floated. That that's what they roughly offered him, and he wasn't okay with it. But it seems like the Niners have all the control. They have Brock Purdy on a rookie deal. Guess what? He's just going to have to play if they don't want to move him. And they're clearly at an impasse with the contract situation. So maybe he's just trying to drive a wedge as much as he can, where eventually they'll just be like, all right, this is too much.
Distraction.
Yeah, we're in a Super Bowl window. Let's trade this guy. But they know how valuable he is to them as well. It's they can just be like, hey, listen, we know you're not happy. Shut up. You're going to play for the next 3 years, and we're going to try to win 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, them knowing he's valuable, and then that's his entire argument, I think, which, just makes this whole thing dog chases tail with how much money they paid everybody, too. I have no idea how this ends up.
Draft the guy first round.
Yeah. Ricky?
AJ, do you think he ends up at the Niners at the end of this whole thing this season?
I think this season, he definitely could end up there. I don't know after this year what happens, but the Niners have all the leverage here, and I think he wants to be somewhere that wants him, obviously, and the Niners want him, but they just don't want him as bad as they probably should want him, and he sees everyone around him getting paid, and he's like, hey, man, I've seen teams get very creative with the salary cap, and it continues to go up, so if you really wanted to get it done, you could.
Yeah, and the wide receiver boom is happening right now with salary cap gymnastics, also a possibility. I could see why he would want to get paid, but Tyrese, this is what we're talking about, NFL, NBA thing from the first hour. It's San Francisco 49ers, no matter how loud he gets, or the whole scene gets around this whole situation, they got him for 3 years, and there's nothing. There's literally, if they don't allow it, there's nothing he can do. In the NBA, you guys would have been gone last week.
He's been traded twice already in the NBA.
Yeah, but in the NFL, what's he going to get traded for?
What are you saying?
In the NFL, you guys trade star players for a bag of chips.
Yeah, but you got to remember, distraction. Yeah, that's how they always describe it. They're like, yeah, but we don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know how it's going to work out. Randy Moss was traded for a 4th rounder.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Dude, I was loud.
Can you explain why? Why does that happen?
We don't know. We still don't know, but it's because this whole thing where they the teams are actually holding all the cards.
Yeah. Then once again, quarterbacks. Watson go for 3-4 first rounds.
RG3.
Russell Wilson.
Stafford.
Stafford.
Stafford
So
and Goff.
those guys that, and we talked about it, quarterbacks and then kind of wide
Carson
receivers
Wentz.
kind of are, Carson Wentz. So those guys move for big assets.
RG3 went for 3 ones.
Yeah.
In the end.
Yeah.
From the St. Louis Rams, which then go to L.A., win a Super Bowl, have a quarterback. Hey, Matthew, just keep on,
Keep on swimming.
Just Matthew Stafford, just keep doing your thing.
Keep doing your thing.
Keep slinging that rock.
Revenge season.
Yeah.
He loves the media.
You just stay off the internet, though, for a bit.
Yeah.
Because the internet's doing what the internet does.
I don't see him on the internet much.
That's good. That's very, very good, I think, especially at this particular
not.
time.
He might not know.
He's not on the internet, no.
He might have.
What's so funny? Tyrese, you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I think it's a fan.
Joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, is a man who is obviously synonymous with college basketball because he is an absolute legend. He also happens to be a Paisan from Pittsburgh. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3-time Coach of the Year, national champion, formerly of Kentucky, now in Arkansas, Coach Calipari. Paisan, how's it going?
Pat, you're from Plum?
Yeah.
You went to Plum High School?
Yes, sir.
I'm not hearing any yins downtown. I'm not hearing it. What happened?
Listen, don't you question my shit, okay? We got more Yinzer on this show than in the history of any national show. Hey, what's the name of the gambling podcast that comes out every single day after this show ends? Hammer
Dahn.
You hear that, Coach? You hear the Dahn right there? I mean, let's watch it. But anyways, hey, thank you for being an absolute legend from Moon Township, like legitimately.
How about that?
How about
I
it?
played at Moon. You played at Plum. What?
AQ Shipley, friend of ours, played at Moon Township as well. He is currently in the Whippio Hall of Fame for his basketball abilities, although he won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as a center. Let's talk a little hoops, though, and obviously incredible hard work. We put together a graphic of the amount of players that you have coached that have obviously gone in the first round and in the top 15. Hey, you don't just fall to the top of the mountain, Coach. Congrats on all the success, both team and player development based. But whenever you look at all those guys and you think about the draft, what is the big thing that these teams are looking for if they're going to spend a high draft pick on somebody? And is this something that you tell players while you're recruiting them? How does that whole thing go hand in hand, Coach?
Well, Tyrese will tell you, they want you to be able to play multiple positions, hold your own defensively. They're looking at upside. If we're in the playoffs, how will he eventually play? But in our situation, I'm not a magician. I don't have a magic wand. It's all about the culture. A bunch of really good players come together. We've had 4-star guys, lottery picks, and not in the McDonald's game lottery picks because the cream rises.
That's an NBA.
It'll always rise. And, we're trying, again, the average length of contract in the NBA, I think, is 4 and change. Ours is like our guys, 8 and change. That's a big number. And so you just mentioned Tyrese Maxey. He and I were on the phone. Being Italian, you'll know what this is. I said to him, do I get a VIG? He says, VIG? What are you talking about, VIG? I said, do I get a VIG? I don't know what a VIG is. I said, well, let me explain what a VIG is. So, he's going to do a max deal, and I'm proud of him.
I respect that. I appreciate that Paisano is going to get a piece. We've been working a little bit at this whole thing. Last question for me before the boys all have some, especially going into the draft. Whenever you're at Kentucky, and I assume it's going to be the same conversation in Arkansas, it feels like beginning of the year conversation about your team is different than end of year at conversation. It feels like development of player and coaching on in practice is like a massive. Is that your driving force for doing this for so long? Like, is that an accurate description of your teams? Like the development and growth throughout every single season is a massive ordeal. That's why as somebody that maybe doesn't know a lot about college basketball thinks about you in that particular way as soon as I hear your name.
Well, it's because I have a new team every year. Okay. A bunch of my kids go to the NBA, and so I'll have a new team. And now with NIL and this transfer portal, I won't be the only guy with new teams. There are going to be a lot of guys that'll be that way. But again, there's legacy and then there's history, which is achievement, which is in a time frame. You win in this time frame. When I'm not in that role, that stuff goes away. Legacy doesn't. And legacy is what you put up there. All those players I was in their homes, Pat. I sat in those homes. And I said, if we all do right, we're not going to be like this long. Now, how they do this, some kids leave early. Are you ready for this statement? Earlier than I think they should. You don't need to leave early now. You're getting paid. Stay and make sure you're ready to go in that league like our guys. In the past, if a kid had to go, I got a child, I want to do this, I'm betting, I'm fine with it. And even up to this point, I haven't argued with an agent or a family that they want them to leave. PJ, Emmanuel Quickly, they stayed. Look what happened for them. Willie Cauley-Stein stayed, ends up being the 7th pick of the draft. It's just a different day and age. And my teams, we have to get older. We were too young last year. I had 7 freshmen. Everybody else has old teams. So hopefully I've learned we're going to have a little bit of more experienced players, yet I still want to have the best freshmen in the country.
Okay, so that leads immediately to your usage of the transfer portal, because I remember when you got there, opening press conference was like, I don't have a team. I don't have a team. Where there isn't a team. I don't know if you know that, but like, there isn't a basketball team here. And we are currently going to do this with the transfer portal. How successful have you been in the transfer portal? How supportive has Arkansas been? Because I know that's a massive piece of the entire thing. Woo Pig Suey, hell yeah. We had great times in Arkansas. We've ever been there. But is that what your idea is then? And then are you changing the way you coach so that guys will stick around for longer so you can keep up with the more experienced teams come March?
Well, all my former players say I've gotten soft, but that's another thing. But I want to have a couple players return every year that needed to. I want to have 3 or 4 freshmen that are as good as any in the country, and I want to have 2 or 3 transfers. I want to have 8 or 9 on scholarship and NIL. I want other guys on scholarship, but you understand you're going to have to work your way. You're going to have to earn your way. You're on scholarship. You're getting all that goes along with it. But you know what your role is on this team. And before, I started 5 freshmen, and we went to the national championship game. I mean, I think those days are done now. I don't think you can do that when the other guy's 25 years old, 24, 26, and your guy's 19. You can't. Yet, I still want to get the best freshmen. I think I got 3 outstanding freshmen this year that are going to have a chance to do their thing and be in this draft too. So I'm just trying to combine all this to make sure we have DJ, Adu, and Big Z coming. They transferred from Kentucky with me. You watch what happens for them given they have another year. And then we have Nellie Davis, we have Jonas Adu, and we have TB. We have Trevon, who was at Arkansas. Those are our 9. And now we just got Mello and Jaden coming in as 10 and 11. So I think we're going to be all right. I like the team. I'm going to have to put them together. Going to have to make them play together. Can I just say one other thing? Mm-hmm. When my teams win, 6 guys get drafted. How about we win? We get to a Final Four. We win a national title. All 6, 7 of you were eat. We're going to have 4 in this draft. If we'd have won 3 games in the NCAA tournament, we'd have had 6, maybe 7 in the draft. Winning matters. But player development, I'm not going to do it at the expense of young people. I understand what's at stake. And my legacy, I hope, will be that he prepared young people for success.
Coach, that whole winning matters, 6 guys get drafted whenever we go to the national championship. I can't wait for that to be clipped from a social media person whenever you're actually doing your first team meeting, saying, hey, let me explain this shit to you, okay? Let's break this down in that, all right? You win. Bang! Everybody's paid, me included. You should see some of these. You should see some of these bonuses that we got in this entire thing. It sounds like a new Coach Cal with some of your different strategies you're going to be combining. We're excited to watch it take place in Arkansas. And that AD over there, who's the AD over there? He's awesome. I think everybody talks about
Hunter Yurachek, and he does a great job. He calls me 4 times a week in the morning, say, "What can I do to help you?" What? Get it.
He spelled your name wrong in the paper down there in Kentucky on your way out.
Yeah.
I assume you're pretty pumped for the parade in Arkansas, even though you had wonderful run.
Hell yeah.
That's University.
15 years.
Wonderful.
15 years. It was a great run. A lot of fun. A lot of friends. But you know what? I want to do this one more time, and this was the time to do it. And Arkansas was the place. We're in the SEC. Unbelievable facilities. NIL's not the issue. I don't have to go do it myself. And you ready for this, Ben? I hired my son. I couldn't do that at Kentucky. I hired my son. He's on my staff. I'm helping all these coaches and all these players. How about I help my son? How about I do that?
Smart. Yeah, good dad. Yeah, it's good paisan.
Hell yeah.
And I assume Lil Calipari shows up in any interview after maybe a nice run with Arkansas here. Let's go on a run. Let's win 3 games in eternity. Let's win 4, mate. Let's do the entire thing. I assume he's going to get a gig. AJ has a question for you, Coach.
Coach, we're talking about prospects earlier with the draft tonight. If you're a coach and you see a guy, whether he's in high school, wherever he is, and you're scouting him, and he's special offensively, he can score wherever he needs to, but he doesn't play great defense. Are teams more willing to take a shot at him and say, hey, we can coach him up, we can teach him how to play defense, but I can't really teach a guy to be special offensively?
Yes, but they have to physically be able to hold their own. They got to keep people in front. The NBA is switching everything now. They're playing 5 out. They're trying to go at individuals on the court that they can do that to. But here's what I would say. I got basically 4 guards in this draft. Reed, Robert, Justin, who's a 6'8" guard, and Antonio. How do you pass on my guards? Do you want me to name the guards? How about they passed on Maxey and Quickly? And I told them all, dudes, you are going to regret this. One went 20, one went 21. What? So now you have these 4. Antonio Reeves, you ready? Scores at 3 levels. Scored 20 a game for one of my teams, which is really unusual. He's 22. He's Justin Edwards, upside. We already know what Reed's doing. Robert Dillingham. I was on the phone with 3 different clubs today about Robert. What you said, AJ, is what they're talking about. We know he can score. How can he defend? Here's what I would say. I know he'll fight because he and I almost got in a couple fights.
Okay.
So I know he will fight. And if you're willing to fight, yeah, you're going to have to gain 15, 20 more pounds so you can hold your own. But he'll slap and punch and bite like he's a competitor.
Hell yeah.
And he's got the ability to score baskets like Allen Iverson. Reed, everybody, look, what a pleasure it was to coach him for a year. Do you understand those 2 are going to be lottery picks? And they came off the bench and never said anything. And everybody was on my ass. What are you doing? This guy can't coach anymore. He's losing his mind. His best. Well, I had a team to coach, and I wanted to bring everybody together, and that's what I was doing. But Justin Edwards upside, someone's going to pass on him in 2 years, 3 years, look back and say, how'd they pass on him?
I like that you're saying all these about your players, too. Like, if my coach said all this stuff, I would be so pumped.
Yeah.
Like, that would be, especially publicly here. Like, hey, if any team drafts any of these guys, this is who they're getting. This is exactly what it is. And you saying passing on my guards, I like that you're taking it personal. You're like, okay, so you're telling me, European clubs. Okay. Point guard, okay, better than my guys. All right,
Sure.
like you don't have a resume. I respect the shit out of your handling all this. You'll be at the draft, obviously, tonight looking so clean.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, I can't even fathom how you're going to look tonight. We going top hat, maybe? Holy shit. Maybe we do top hat with, like, the chain wallet thing, the Super Paisan. Maybe, yeah. Do it tonight. Do it tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going to wear chains and watches and a bracelet. I'm coming. Wait till you see the shoes. Oh, my gosh. Pittsburgh, we didn't have shoes. So now what happens is,
No
how many
shoes.
pairs of shoes, Pat, did you have growing up?
Yeah, not a
Dress
lot.
shoes.
Yeah, that's why I have this. Look at this fucking thing, Coach. You talk about not having a lot. Why do you have something? This is my pinky ring, dude. Yeah, obviously. Shout out to Pac-Man and Jeweler. Yeah, but yeah, you got to show out. You got to. You always fantasize about it. You can afford it. Why would you not? Especially if you have to go on.
I'm broke. I'm broke now. Don't be.
No, we saw your deal. We know every dollar you have, let alone all the private investments that you potentially have. But that's because of how much success you've had, which leads to D-But's question for you.
Yeah, Coach, I got to ask you. I won't ask you who's the best. I won't put you on the spot. But in your great run, obviously, that you had in recruiting, you obviously got another chapter coming up with Arkansas. Who was the most exciting prospect that you recruited? Because I remember some of these mixtapes, some of these guys coming out. D. Rose, obviously more explosive than I've ever seen. John Wall, Anthony Davis. Who was your most exciting prospect when you went on the road?
Towns,
Big Cat.
Derrick Rose, Carl Towns. You're missing. How about this? You guys are all too young. How about Mark Camby, Lou Rowe? How about those guys?
Come on, Marcus Camby.
And so, I mean, so here's what I'm going to say. Derrick Rose had a twitch like I've never seen before. Twitch. John Wall was so fast. I asked Eric Bledsoe, Eric, how fast is John? He said, oh, coach, so faster than you. He said, no, he's not faster than me, but he's really fast. So you have Anthony Davis. How about Devin Booker? What he was 17 for me. 17. And you're seeing it, and I'm leaving all these guys out. But, Maxey, here's what I'd say. My best players were always good guys. And I was able to coach them, and coach them hard.
Yeah.
That's why we've had our best players were that way. And by being able to coach them and challenge them, my best players that were that ended up going in the league and doing well.
Coach, I think the University of Kentucky AD is currently kind of shutting down your audio. Every other word. We're going to refresh. We'll get you back, please. This dude's a legend, huh?
Yeah. Dude, the best.
He's just recruiting the whole time right there.
Those names?
Oh, yeah.
That whole thing was just
Did he
like...
recruit you?
Did he recruit you?
No. I was
The hell?
No, not me. He can walk in anybody's house. How do you not want to play for that guy?
Well, he didn't walk into your house.
Yeah,
Well,
what the hell is
he didn't
that?
walk in
We
my
didn't
house.
know that.
If he did, I was signed before he left. I'll tell you that right now.
Everybody gets to the NBA. I assume that's the big selling pitch. Like, hey, you go to a Coach Calipari team, you're going to get to the NBA probably.
Especially if you're a guard. When he walks in there.
Yeah, what did he mean by that? What do you mean? Because he's a good coach of guards? Like that's just a known thing?
Kentucky guards always kill in the NBA. They kill.
Good
There's Shea, Jamal Murray, John Wall. I mean, Derrick Rose isn't a Kentucky guard, but he's a Calipari guard.
Yeah, Booker.
D-Book. I mean, I'm
Hero.
forgetting more.
Maxey.
Yeah, I'm forgetting more than I'll remember.
Oh, so this is a...
little bit of a...
Because you obviously guard, there's a chance that you would have been great on his team, Dan.
I think I would have done well over there.
Joining us back, a man who refused to recruit all-NBA guard for the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Haliburton, Coach Calipari.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Tyrese, I loved watching your team play this year.
I appreciate that.
And you played with D. Fox, and now Malik Monk's out there with Trey Lyles. They got three of my guys.
Look
on
at
that team.
He could go every NBA team. He gonna give me 3 guys every NBA team.
But you got Isaiah Jackson with you now.
Yep, yes I do.
Is he the greatest kid?
Oh yeah.
Is he the greatest?
Great dude. And his athleticism, ridiculous.
Hey, Coach, let's cut the shit. Why didn't you recruit Tyrese?
Yeah.
What, 2 voices? Is that what it was?
Dude went to Iowa State and knocked it out.
Yeah, he did.
But I would have loved. I love combo guards point guards that can score, play on the ball, play off the ball. He had size.
Oh.
How about? I think I took Tyler Ulis instead of you.
No, I'm Tyler Hero's age. I'm Hero's age. I'm younger than Ulis. Yeah, I'm younger than Ulis. You might have. You know what though? You maybe are responsible for me not going to Wisconsin because you took Tyler Hero to decommit from Wisconsin.
Ah, look at this. Hey, we're piecing it together.
No, honestly, Coach, thank you so much for that. Thank God.
Yeah, go Cyclones.
Thank you, Coach.
Go Cyclones.
Thank you, Coach.
We were talking as you cut off there because you said something while you were giving an answer about passing on one of my guards that I really enjoyed. And then Tyrese started explaining like this guy, every single team has a bunch of people. Is that the number one recruiting pitch whenever you're recruiting? Because the way you're talking, Coach, I just want to let you know, if I was a high school basketball player that had an opportunity to go place, I'd be watching this interview and it's like, this is literally the person that I would want to play. Tyrese Haliburton told us that you didn't recruit him, but if you would have walked into his living room, he would have been like, yeah, I'm going to Kentucky to play for Coach Calipari. It's like, is that the recruiting pitch? Do you have to recruit anymore in this modern age?
I got to get back to Tyrese in a second, but
well, you said don't come to Kentucky.
I did the same thing when I recruited him. So let me give you this. Can I have a humble brag here? Would that bother you?
No, you've earned it, pal. You've earned it. We have a graphic here.
70% of the players that we recruited in the last 15 years have been drafted.
Damn.
73% of those 70%, Tyrese, have gotten to second contracts.
Jeez.
I believe we have 30% of the max contracts are my guys. 30%. Our kids have earned over $5 billion without endorsements, just NBA contracts. And the great thing about NBA contracts, Tyrese will tell you, they're all guaranteed. The minute you signed it, that's what you're getting. So when all these guys like Shea Alexander, he's going to make $400 million. All these, I had like 35 guys in the league, and you're asking me, you guys put me on the spot. Forgot D Fox, who's fast as hell. Forgot about Shea and what he's doing. PJ was in the finals. I mean, you're telling me about recruits. I need mothers watching this to know I'll take care of their babies. I don't need the kids to watch it. This is about, you have moms watching this, Pat?
A couple, man.
Coach, I don't know if this is going to be a good recruiting visit for you. And I don't know what the demo's saying, but I'm not 100% sure. But I do know a lot of late high school, 16 to 49. I mean, so we got, maybe your next
maybe
10 first rounders.
Yeah.
All right, Tyrese, did you think Tyler Hero would be doing what he's doing?
We grew up playing together, so I knew he'd be really good. I didn't know he'd be this good. He's killing. He's nice.
His dad told me, and when I listen to a dad, I got to take it with a grain of salt.
For sure.
You'll have no one work harder than him. Threw a couple F-bombs in there if you know his dad, Chris. So there were F-bombs out there. And the kid lived in the practice facility. Literally never left the gym. Wasn't in I don't believe in the McDonald's game, 4-star, whatever, and ends up being a player that Pat absolutely loves in Miami. And I was lucky because the dad was the one that said, I want him playing for you. And when I met the dad, mom, and saw Tyler, I'm like, I love this kid. I love him.
Can shoot the lights out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he can shoot the lights out. That's living in the gym is probably a massive piece of this modern basketball for shooting. Like, I feel like everybody seemingly has to be able to shoot on the court now. Is it just work?
Yes.
Is it just repetition for you? Is that what you learned, Tyrese?
Yeah, I would say repetition, but I think Cal can speak to it. It's like a mental thing too. You got to believe that every shot you're shooting is going in. That's like I would say a big part of shooting that people don't understand. The minute you start to second guess, think, I don't know if this one's going to go, that's when it gets ugly.
Yeah, but all that confidence comes from work, right?
Yeah, for sure. Every time we're human beings. We struggle sometimes. We're like, damn, I'm not making shots tonight, but you go back to the work, it always works.
Yeah, Coach Kyle, you said earlier when you were talking about your guys, you're like, all my guys are good guys, and all my guys, I coach them. Like, I coach them. We can still do that, you think, with this modern generation of high schoolers? Because, there's a lot of chatter about generations being different. Now, a lot of people say soft. I don't think that's the case because the amount of things that these people have to read about themselves all day from every human that they encounter in their world is a whole different battle that they have to go on. But they are certainly different acting humans, seemingly, than the older generation. And the older generation above us would say the exact same. You're still finding that guys want to work their asses off and commit fully and everything like that? And is there an abundance of those dudes left in the society? And this is me asking for, like, the sake of society more so than basketball.
Well, I think it depends on how you recruit. I mean, I tell kids, if you're drinking, smoking, clubbing, chasing, why would you come here? You're going to be on a group that everybody wants to be pros, and they're bringing it every day, and the cream will rise. If you want to bet on yourself, come on. I can't do it for you. I'm not promising you starting positions or minutes and all that other. You got to want to get here. Yesterday in practice, I got on one of the freshmen and had to stop. And not mean, I'm not cussing and swearing. I go to mass all the time. But I said, do you want me to keep it real? You want me to keep it real? They do. Just don't keep it real with me. Keep it real with these other guys. But the reality of it is, they know why they're coming to play for me and our staff. They know. And I think if you recruit without we're going to under-promise, over-deliver. That's the whole thing. I'm not going to I've started more freshmen in my career than any coach in the history of the game. So if you want to start. Why would I have to tell you you're going to start? You want to beat somebody out on the team, beat them out. But that's what we come with. And so you almost know. Now, NIL plays a part now. Hopefully, they know, yeah, we're going to take care of you. But it's not why. If you're going for NIL, you will not come with me. If it's solely NIL, you'll go somewhere else.
Yeah,
but you're still going to be taken care of as well as anybody in the country. But it's not why you come.
Yeah, or you'll end up leaving anyways because you won't like it. It's just like it's a fascinating time in the entire college sports world, and you'll be able to go through multiple different generations and eras of iterations of college sports as a whole and college basketball. Now, speaking of different iterations of college basketball, Tone has a question for you, Paisan, also from Plum.
Yep. Coach, obviously your expectations aren't going to be any different, but what is it like going from the bluest of blue bloods in Kentucky, where if you don't win a national championship, they're going to have your head every single year, then going down to Arkansas where you're rebuilding a program kind of. What's it been like going from Kentucky down to Arkansas?
Well, you say rebuilding it. We rebuilt because Muss left, and then there was nobody left. I hate to tell you, there was no schedule either. I had to put the schedule together. But it's different. Arkansas has a storied history. We're in the same league. We're in the SEC. Our building seats 20,000, and they have 15,000 season tickets sold. So there's a lot of stuff, but I'm going to a place and I'm saying, let's get this going at the highest level. And it's going to take time. I'm saying it again. I'm not a magician. It's getting a bunch of players that understand how bad they need each other. And if we all do this together and we win, everybody eats. Then you all eat. You don't have to just be about yourself. Tyrese, I've had lottery picks average 9 points a game.
Yeah, we know. That's why when you didn't recruit him, it hurt.
Come on, hurt.
Yeah,
could have done that.
It hurt. He was like, I could put up 10 points.
Easy.
I could get 10 points a game.
10 and 5.
No problem at all in this entire thing. I appreciate that you're, John Yalapari right now, like down there in Arkansas, because could you imagine you get that place booming, which we assume you're going to after listening to you today, and I assume this is going to work, and all the basketball people in college probably say, yep, he's going to have success there. So I don't know how old you are. I should have looked it up. You're Italian too, so you look much younger than you probably are. And then are you going to disappear have you ever thought about whenever it's done, dedicating full life to college basketball, Coach? Have you ever thought about that? Are we nowhere near that? Because obviously we're starting to build something brand new here and wanting to chase it again. Have you thought about the end?
Yeah, well, yeah. And what I don't want on my tombstone is wins and championships, and that he helped a lot of families. And so I would tell you, I want to help like 30 more families, and then I'll be done. And if I do this right, all that other stuff that the fans want, that I want, all the winning and that happens if we're helping a bunch of families. I don't know how long that will be, but I've always tried to be ahead. I know I got a couple places so that when I'm done, I don't have to stay somewhere. I can go where I need to go. But as long as I'm helping young people and we're helping families and changing lives that way, I kind of get inspired. Like I'll be at the draft tonight, and it's why'd you go? It's graduation night, and I'm going to go watch the students walk across that stage. And I've done it since, and I get a hug. That's part of the deal. You're coming with me, but when you get up on that stage, I better get a hug somewhere. But look, I've had a ball doing it. I wasn't ready to stop, but I was ready to let me get this thing going. 15 unbelievable years, great friends, won a lot of games, did a lot of stuff, and I'm just as excited about doing this now. and let's see where this goes. And none of us know. You don't know whether you're going to win or lose until you win or lose. So I'm not worried about it. All I'm doing is let me keep preparing these kids. I got a great staff that my job, when I pick staff, you got to add value to players. If you're not going to add value, I don't need a bow tie on the bench. I don't need it. I need guys that are going to add value to these players. And I got a staff full of those, including my son.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Calipari taking care of younger Calipari for the first time in his career. We are wrapping up on ESPN. We will continue on ESPN Plus, YouTube, and TikTok for the time being.
Right.
Until some billionaire buys that thing. That thing's getting shut down in like 6 months.
Oh, no.
Yep. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow after the NBA draft. Be a friend, tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. Goodbye. Home run right there, Coach. I mean, right on the fucking screws, Pison. You hear me? Right on the fucking. Anyways, it's awesome to hear your like re-excitement because if you think about every person that I've learned about in documentaries that has got to the top of sports in the top world, they all have all of them.
Yeah.
Every one of them is looking for chips. So the whole Kentucky ending, you know, I think we're all pretty excited.
Oh, yeah.
To watch. And obviously, hey, great years, good friends, good times. But we all know, Coach. We all know, you know, and if you take a team, like imagine just sitting around at one of these Italian events where people are bringing envelopes and all this shit.
Yep.
And everybody's all dressed up.
Paying their vig.
Sitting at a table, you know. And then you got Johnny Sports here to the left, okay? You got Johnny Sports and then Tony Two Hands or something like that because he once had 3. And Johnny Sports goes, how about John over here, huh? Arkansas didn't even play basketball. And then the other side goes, Kentucky ran him, spelled his name wrong on the way out. I see that moment, I assume, is a massive goal of yours. And we can't fucking wait to watch you do it in Arkansas because those people deserve it.
Oh, yeah.
When that football team started going, they were massively big sports fans.
John Daly courtside. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God. Yeah. Jerry Jones.
That's my boy, too. That's my boy.
JD?
John Daly. We were down there.
He and I were in business together. We both lost money.
Okay. Well, you had a good time, though. Yeah. Guaranteed you had a good time throughout the
unbelievable time.
Yeah, I could imagine. Jerry Jones will be there.
Yep.
I assume. I can't wait to watch what you do. We appreciate the hell out of you. And
thanks, guys.
Good luck tonight. 4 guards.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks. See you guys.
4 guards tonight?
4, but like I said, I'm looking at a couple lotteries, hopefully a couple late first, may go early second, but I'm thinking, don't pass on, guys. You'll regret it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, John Calipari.
Yeah.
AJ, what a weapon.
He's awesome. I mean, yeah, I would assume he speaks to his current players much differently than he does once the guys are already out. You know, when you're there, when you're on the staff, the coach is it's not all champagne and roses. They're coaching your heart every single day. And then they got, once you get there, they got to de-recruit you. It's got to feel great for these players, though, to hear him speak about you once you're done playing for him.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I guess I should have. Pittsburgh guy. I should have known. Probably coaching tough.
Oh, yeah. Dog.
Probably coaching pretty tough. Is that a lot in basketball? Like, because we got football coaches like Rich Rodriguez, the coach I played for. Hard nose, hard edge is actually like his thing. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, this is how this is going to be. It's going to be hard. That is how this is going to go. And everybody that goes through there, I don't want to say survives it, but like if you make it through a Rich Rodriguez team, I think everybody kind of understands what the hell you went through. And like it was tough. Is that happening in basketball? Is there a lot of those types of cultures in college basketball, in the NBA? How about anywhere? Is there any of that? Or
yeah, I would say, I mean, there's like the older coaches are the ones who are more known for stuff like that. Like more like Izzo and Coach Cal, but like even his assistants are legendary. Like Kenny Payne, like he was just the head coach at Louisville. Mm-hmm. He's now back with him at Arkansas, and he's credited for a lot of like the player development for a lot of guys as well. So he's back with them at Arkansas.
But the hard nose, not because what would it be? It would be like more sprints after practice, like tougher drills. Like I don't think I understand how practice goes.
Yeah.
In the basketball world.
Yeah, I would just say, I mean, probably just accountability on shit you're doing. You know what I mean? Defending. Yeah, I think practicing, of course, like we run in practice, but it ain't ever anything super crazy by any means. You don't ever hear any Calipari horror stories by any means. All the guys who
play for him always end up saying that how much they love him. Everybody.
Well, that's I think everybody like. I was very lucky to play for Rich Rod's. Like I think that was a massive piece of who I am, and I think a lot of people would say. But in the moment, like to AJ's point, it's like this is the fucking worst. Is this the worst guy on earth?
Yeah,
like
does he hate me? Does he hate me too? You know, like coaches like that, you think, man, this dude hates everybody. He doesn't like anybody on the team.
I have to add some value.
Something I do.
Right? I mean,
well, in the NBA, like they did the players vote or whatever, and it's like the conversation with Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah,
like
Tibbs. Tibbs is the guy in the NBA. Tibbs is the guy in the NBA.
The Knicks coach who like
you said
ran
the guy.
death.
Like the guy that when you're talking about hard nose, it's him. Like if you like every year on the survey, it's like who's the coach you at least want to play for?
And
it's always Tibbs.
But now,
he wins.
They got the Villanova squad. So does that mean Wright is like that? I would assume.
Probably. That's what I'm talking about. The older coaches.
What about the Heat, Tyrese? I know they do things differently. The whole body fat, they do all kind of stuff.
That culture is talked about a lot as well. But it seems like a lot of guys. Spo's never on that list. Everybody loves Spo, but Tibbs is like Mikal Bridges has missed like no games in his NBA career.
Like 500.
They're like really we're testing the human.
That happened against you guys. A lot of people are saying.
Well, we're testing the human ability here because we're getting Mikal Bridges don't miss any games and. Tibbs, I'm gonna play 48 minutes. So who's gonna win? You know,
he did very well on the internet.
Yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna win.
This past playoffs, was he playing like every minute?
Yeah,
before he got hurt?
I mean, OG. The whole hamstring thing was that he was playing just too many minutes throughout the entire playoffs.
Yeah, and the way you guys play is a style.
I mean, if they're healthy, they're gonna have a lot of body. I mean, like you gotta think you got Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal, Julius Randle will be back.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And I think Mitchell Robinson's still going to be there. Seems like Hartenstein's probably going to leave.
Yeah.
Hey, so we heard. Nope. I don't know. I forget.
I'll ask.
I forget the term. I forget the term.
What is it?
Bright skin.
Yeah.
I believe bright skin.
Oh,
was the conversation. I've never experienced or heard about this, but I watched the podcast.
I saw the clip.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's just known around the NBA. Because I assume because he said I think they said he says, and then I couldn't imagine the first time that happens.
I feel like it was maybe a joke. I don't know. Who else would be bright skin?
Well, that's what we're. That's why we were so mind blown.
He's like one guy in the NBA. You're like, he's black. Yeah, he's black.
Okay, so everybody gets a memo. Hey, he's going to let a word fly. It's okay.
No, I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know him that well. I don't know if he says that. I don't know if he says that.
I was about to say that'd be very aggressive. Just
blown away.
That'd be what?
At the free
throw. But like, was Blake Griffin considered light skin, or does he fall in the bright skin category?
I don't know if I'm the right person to be naming.
Okay.
You tell us.
Yeah, you avoid that. Yeah, you don't answer that question.
I saw a picture of Babe Ruth.
I saw that as well. A lot of conversations.
Wait, Babe Ruth not a white guy?
Babe Ruth's not white?
He might be bright skinned.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Really?
The Great Bambino.
Yeah,
this is big if true.
Got a lot of different flavors.
They put a old photo of him sitting alone in a baseball stadium, like just watching the game, dressed in like a suit, and they they made like the black and white photo colored, and everyone's like, "Boy, I don't know if Babe Ruth is a white guy anymore."
Babe
Real
Ruth?
conversation. Real conversation.
That's big news.
That is huge news.
That's big news.
Especially with who's the Pittsburgh
Gibson?
Josh Gibbs.
Josh Gibbs. I mean, all of a sudden, baseball has a very different conversation.
Yeah, they're saying he's the black Babe Ruth, so Babe Ruth's family might be taking some umbrage.
Wait a minute.
You sure? Because Babe was black. All right. Babe Ruth is the black Babe Ruth.
Fucker.
Got it. And then Haverstein comes by.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
that's not the same photo, but
that's him in the middle?
That's a man who has psoriasis, who's drank about 800 beers every day for the last
700.
That's not
cigar.
Different photo, though.
Cigar in the clubhouse.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you just search.
This picture was originally black and white, though, right? Didn't humans colorize the picture?
No,
Make him
they
look
got
like that?
AI figuring out the proper color fixtures.
Is it the one in the stands?
Yeah.
Yes, the one in the stands. Yeah.
It's getting sent in right now.
Speaking of, there was a video of Will Chamberlain and Bill Russell like choking each other out after a basketball game, some argument. The 100 point thing never happened.
How do you feel about it, Tyrese?
No, I can't say that. I will not say that.
You will not say what?
That he didn't score 100.
That's not
no way.
either. Nope.
No way. He had.
Zito, you thought that was.
If that's the one we're using.
That's what I want in the group chat. Show it.
No, I said
I don't think that.
You don't think Wilt scored 100?
I mean, look.
What do you think? Why are you asking questions while you're bringing it back up?
I think he did.
I think he did.
Yeah, but the way you're saying it doesn't make me believe that you believe.
Now that's up for your interpretation, but I am telling you,
I believe he.
Yeah, but don't you think your delivery is on purpose for our
You want me to
interpretation
stand
to
up
be an
and
accurate
stop
one?
around here, I believe he scored 100 points.
I mean, I've seen the box score, but now we're hearing stuff about Jordan's box scores in Chicago. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
yeah, there's the one.
Yeah, Jordan had like.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
The
don't
white
understand
guy.
what you guys are saying.
Look,
Hold on,
this. I'm not saying I believe
I
this
know,
is
I
the
know,
conversation on the internet.
I'm not-
look
you
at
know-
that. Look at that tweet right there. It's 25 million right there.
That's a lot of.
What are we saying about Jordan? What are you talking about?
They just came out and said that he had an 88%
It was
increase in
Nick Wright
stats.
that said that.
Bunch of mumbo jumbo.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Zito is a Chicago Bulls fan.
Yeah.
Gumpy is a sports media pundit.
He averaged like 82%
There's stories, yeah.
for
but-
steals and blocks
And then-
at home.
How do you feel about those? Because now it feels like everything's reviewed. Is that how all your stats are? And
Yeah,
can
everything's
you
reviewed.
contest or appeal things?
I don't think we can. No.
I don't think so. I would be doing it if we could.
Assist works. You pass no dribbles.
Now that's up for interpretation.
Boom.
See?
That's the
I
one.
will tell you, but you know what
Reflections.
though? A lot of people were saying that my stats were inflated. I led the league in assists this year. They were saying that.
Congratulations,
Hell
Tyler. We
yeah.
knew that.
Fucking
we knew
right.
that.
They were saying my assists were inflated. I think there was a video that came out of guys taking multiple dribbles and scoring, and it's like,
Is that an assist? Blah blah blah, whatever. But then I proved. I started thinking. I'm looking in the mirror like, damn, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not getting assists like that.
I am not him.
but then we went to Chicago, and in Chicago I had 20 assists, my most I've ever had in my life. So I was like, you know what? People are lying. 'Cause They're giving me an assist in Chicago, and then I did it again in Indy. So I'm doing.
What
it
is
both.
the rule though? Is it
Maybe
like one
Chicago's-
dribble,
that's
two
what-
dribbles?
I don't really know the rule,
We
but my assumption is that it's 2 dribbles.
yes,
Okay.
towards the hoop. That
Who
we
makes
looked
the
up this
decision,
rule.
If
I-
it looks
Is it
like
two
an
dribbles
assist.
towards the hoop?
towards the hoop, yes.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So like that's why the
I'm not
conversation.
gonna. You know
How do you
what?
feel about the video? The video that was out saying, I assume it's a head popping up on screen. The video you're watching, like the influencer that's covering a video,
Yep.
and
They're
the
like-
head pops up, and they go, "Wait until you hear this."
They're like,
Is this creating an advantage? It's like
shut up.
they're like,
Is Tyrese creating an advantage? It shouldn't be an assist. It's like, have you ever touched a basketball in your life?
How close were you to commenting?
Now I always have something typed up, but I always send it to my boy before, and I'm like, should I do it? And he says no, and I delete it.
So I had a boy that said yes to everything. That was Nick. And that's why my Twitter became what it was. Because I'd send it to friend, I'd be like, could just completely assassinate this person on the internet right now.
For sure.
And Nick goes, oh, that needs to be seen, don't you think? And then, so that's the difference.
Hey Joe, ... eat shit.
Yeah, that was maybe my favorite tweet of all time because I had like a cool thing talked out and I just told a guy to eat shit because we were celebrating a Colts game. And that one somehow, I had a lot of others that were burials. I mean, just absolute burials because I feel like if you're talking shit to me, you're opening the door. Like you're opening the door. So, okay, I'm going to come in then. Like if we're shit talking each other, let's do that. Now I can't do it. Platform's too big. I'm a bully. I'm a bad guy. Yeah, so I've dropped, down a few things, but I understand the want to reply.
And today is draft day. I have so many tweets saved in my bookmarks from the draft of people talking shit. Oh my God.
About when you were drafted?
Yeah, so many.
There's the one right there. That one started it all pretty much. 2015.
Okay,
That's
what a guy.
That's where.
That's a good tweet. That's a good tweet.
That's actually a good tweet. I actually am a fan.
He's an Indy fan. He was a Colts fan too.
And in 2015, I was like, what? He did not say that.
Yeah, just nice dramatic pause in the middle of that thing for when people are scrolling. They stop and they see that. Hey Joe, and then they're wondering, oh, he's talking to the guy.
And his buddies.
He's okay. Perfect. Enough. It really did go. It was on local news. It was because we just won a game, and that person was pissed that we were happy we won a game. And it's like,
hey Joe,
eat shit. Yeah. Guy was going after Chuck Pagano, I think, too, about celebrating.
Was that the Denver playoff game or no?
Ooh, 15.
End of December.
Playoffs are in January.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah.
That was a divisional game, yeah.
It was an away game, though, I think, because we were traveling back.
Yep.
I think I sent that.
You didn't win by enough or what? You guys didn't win by enough points or?
I don't know. I think
that was a big win. We were big underdogs.
18 weeks now.
Yeah.
It was 17.
Right.
Yeah. So 17 weeks, that would be the first round of
I don't know
what was the date.
We were sitting on
December
the bus.
27th
of
2015.
That was the year we went and lost. That was right before the Deflategate started.
Oh, shit, was it? I didn't even fucking know.
Shut up.
I think so.
You did know.
December 27th, 2015.
27th or 17th?
Ooh, 15. No, that's when Denver won the Super Bowl.
So December 27th, you guys beat the Dolphins 18-12 in 2015. That was the date.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was a tough loss.
How do we win that? Who's
Oh,
flying game.
I think there was a snap over the head.
18-12.
I had a big breakup.
Crazy year.
Back in
Dude, there was a couple. We had some interesting games. Some years we were the cardiac Colts for real on a regular basis. It was not. I mean, like as the punter and the kicker, me and Vinatieri, like literally every game is like everything matters the most it's ever mattered in the history all the time because it's going to be so close. And if we're out of it, we're not because Andrew Luck is about to come climbing back into this entire thing.
Hasselbeck threw for 99 yards that game.
Dog.
Absolute beast. So this must have been when Luck was hurt. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the game Charlie Whitehurst blew his...
Whitehurst.
I almost took a snap in this game. Okay, yeah.
Third string quarterback Charlie White.
You were gonna take a
came off
snap?
the bench.
Take a kneel. I was going to do the kneel down, potentially, because I was like emergency quarterback or whatever. So Whitehurst got hurt. I mean, the whole team got hurt.
Yeah, next week Freeman was a starter.
Yeah, Freeman and what's his face? Yeah, and I was...
Ryan Lindley.
Yeah, that's the infamous...
Lindley.
This game is 2 days before the infamous Chuck Pagano giving press conference, us having no healthy quarterbacks on the roster because everybody had gotten actually destroyed, like legit injuries across the board, all of them.
Right.
And Chuck Pagano, in his press conference, when he's asked about it, he goes, we got a bunch of plans. There's a plan for Pat McAfee to maybe play quarterback. And I was like, what the fuck? No, we're not. No, I'm not. We got no playoffs. We got off season starting next week, and 4 quarterbacks have been decapitated this year. I am not playing quarterback. And then we walked by each other, he didn't say anything, and then we signed 2 quarterbacks, one off an Uber and one off a Thrashers team. The one guy was driving Uber, and the other guy was on the Long Island Thrashers or something.
Who was driving Uber?
Lindley, probably.
Lindley, I think. And Freeman was
Freeman was a first round pick.
First round pick our draft, 09.
But he was all the way out. He was playing in like
all the way out.
Thrash. I think he was playing for the Long Island Thrash.
Brooklyn, maybe?
I forget, some league that might exist still.
Got the Brooklyn Bolts in 2015.
Maybe. I thought it was Thrashers.
Somewhere in New York.
Chuck Pagano tells stories. I think there's an Asher in it. Dashers or Thrashers.
Yeah. And Lindley, let's be easy. He's a 5-star Uber driver. He wasn't just some fucking guy, okay?
He started a playoff game for the Cardinals not long after that.
Amen.
Chuck Pagano told us in the team meeting, nobody judge anything that you see on the offensive side for the next 3 days. Okay? We just got to trust. We just got to trust that we're going to get there. Because Chuck was in the workouts, and I guess Freeman was throwing it off the wall. There was an equipment manager standing right here. Strong. The guy had a fucking hose, dude.
He did.
He's throwing it over equipment managers' heads and hitting the wall of the practice facility. And then Lindley, I guess, I don't remember what exactly happened. Both these guys, very good guys, so I don't embarrass them. But the workout was not fantastic for either guy. And Chuck leads the team meeting with these guys in the room. And he's like, let's not even watch.
Just trust.
Let's not even watch these guys.
Trust.
Don't judge anything, guys.
Trust.
We'll get together.
NFL locker room. NFL practice. That was wild.
Don't look, basically.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Going into the last week, right? It was, it was the last week of the season. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. And then that game, we have Lindley start. No, Freeman start.
Lindley was doing 2 minutes, I think you said.
Freeman start game, and then Lindley comes in at 2 minutes, but I didn't know that Lindley was preparing to be 2-minute quarterback the entire time. Freeman was just preparing starter, Lindley preparing for 2 minutes. They were going to use both quarterbacks. I thought I was going to be the fucking quarter. I thought Freeman got hurt, so I'm backup quarterback now all of a sudden.
Freeman was slinging it.
Yes, they let him go. They let him play, and to be clear,
You guys threw the ball 38 times.
Lindley was slinging it too.
Like division, was damn near on the line. I think Houston won the division by one game this year.
we win game though.
Look at Lindley's QB rating.
Yeah, you shitting me?
Yeah, it was awesome, dude. It was
6 of 10 for 58 and a touch.
Tutty?
It was that happens. Does that ever happen in the NBA? That type of shit? You
What?
just bring in a couple.
My second year is when everybody was getting COVID.
So I played like 47 minutes in a game my second year.
Jeez.
It was dope. It was the best shit ever.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Oh, I loved it. We got murdered. But
We got murdered. But I was like, everybody got COVID, and I was like, man, I get the ball every play, so let's do it. We got destroyed.
All right. Well,
Brooklyn Nets are going to do that this year.
Well,
I mean, hey, look, they're tanking for Cooper Flag. I don't hate it. It's just what's happening.
Who's that other? There's a 7 foot.
From France?
No, IMG. There's an IMG.
Oh, the 7'9".
Olivier
Giroud.
Olivier Giroud.
7'9", you said?
Oliver Giroud. Yeah, he's listed at 7'9".
I think he's playing for
7'9".
France.
He wears an
right
elbow.
now.
I was saying, is it Olivier Giroud's son?
Yeah,
Or-
same exact name and spelling.
Seriously?
I think Giroud in the French guy's a D at the end.
Yes.
And this
X.
guy's X. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so pronounced the same. One's a little more Cajun than the whole thing, but he'll be better than everybody because he's so tall.
I don't know that answer. I don't know enough.
The answer is no.
I don't.
Yeah, he looks like a.
What are you talking about? He's what?
He looks like an absolute lunatic.
I know
He's too tall.
I know you're
But
used to see.
bro, this kid's in high school. You're fucking.
If you flick
to
this
seeing-
kid's legs, they would fucking snap in half like.
Well, he's got to grow
toothpick.
into it. He's 7'9". He'll get to work.
I don't want to look at him, much less see him play in the NBA.
What? I won't say that. But
The problem is you see Wemby.
What is your problem? This kid's got a chance.
He doesn't look right.
It's
okay?
Olivier Ryu.
Of course
He's,
he is.
he's Canadian.
He's Canadian.
Canadian.
Yeah.
From Quebec.
He is from that.
Oh, well.
He actually
that-
looks
is
pretty.
that-
I'm watching it right now. He looks pretty well put together.
Yes, he's a dog. What are we
problem-
talking about?
I mean,
Look at this dude. He's a dog.
yeah, he went
For
down.
7'9", he is not skinny for
No.
7'9".
No, and he's also very coordinated for 7
But
foot
the problem
9
is
in high
you're used
school.
to seeing Wemby. You know, he's a 7'5". He's a guard. This is a what a 7 foot.
No, you haven't seen this.
I mean,
That's you, Tyrese.
Taco Fall.
I might have to change my tone.
He's more Taco.
They
Fall.
can't stop this guy.
Yeah.
Can't.
He's got a
That's my ball,
He's
obviously.
got a sick jumper too. See that pass?
Luka Garza would elbow this guy in the nose and
Get off
send
me.
it
Get
right
off
to his
me.
brain.
What are you talking about? You can
Luka
tell by-
Garza propaganda right now.
No,
whoa.
easy. You've seen his stats, especially in the G
What
League.
is this, plus minus?
He averages fucking 38 points in the G League, and then they bring him up and sit his ass
He
on the
destroyed
bench.
us in college. He destroyed us.
Believe me, I know.
That's what
but
he
I'm
does.
just, and I believe he had the most points per possession in the playoffs this year. And then they get eliminated, and obviously Luka Doncic goes ahead and eclipses that. But guy gets on the court and he fucking gets buckets.
I mean, what was the stat? Every game that Luka Garza played in, the T-Wolves won.
Yeah. So
Well, yeah,
I don't
that's-
know.
No,
You tell me.
no,
What?
That's
no,
how it works.
No,
You're thinking.
no,
Knock this
no.
while
It's because he
you're
played. It's because he played.
That's right.
Was
And-
just coming in and blow out?
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
Why,
It's because he
why-
played.
why do you think Detroit hasn't been worth a fuck? The curse of Luka Garza. They draft him on draft night and then don't ever play him for whatever reason. Foxy can tell you. I mean, it makes no sense.
Haven't
it makes
been
no
good since.
There's a curse of a lot. They pass up on a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. And they had a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer
Sure.
and decided not to play him.
Hey, Detroit Pistons are in an interesting spot. They're in an interesting spot. That owner's all in, though.
They are. They got new management and stuff. They'll be.
Just give it a little bit.
No, they won't. What the fuck are we
What do you
talking
mean?
about?
Yes, they will. They'll be good soon.
What, soon?
I mean, soon is up for interpretation. but
Like within 2 decades?
they're going to be good, though. What do you mean? Cade Cunningham, he's nice.
Yeah, he
He's
is
about to
nice.
get it max.
Are they going to be better than the Pacers within the next 5 years?
Now,
How's he supposed
I'm
to
not
answer
saying that about
How's he
anybody.
supposed to answer?
Then I will. No. Celtics,
Don't-
no. Bucks, no. Sixers,
that's
no.
not what you. What are you talking about? Are you saying are they going to win a championship in the next 5 years?
I don't know that.
There's no chance. No, I'm not saying.
Can they make
Connor
the play-
does know that. Shut up.
Can they-
Connor knows the answer.
Yeah, right.
not
Can they
saying
make the
this-
playoffs soon? Sure. Why
Can they
not?
win
Hell
25
yeah.
games within the next
Dude,
5
they are.
years?
Huh?
Can they win 25 games within the next
In
5
one
Come on,
year.
stop.
Let's move along.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
That's ridiculous.
It's not that disrespectful.
They got good young pieces, dude.
Thank you.
Cade Cunningham is good.
No doubt
The
about it.
Thompson twin is nice. Jalen
doubt.
Duran.
Duran.
I agree. How
they
old,
got-
Stew.
how old are you?
Beef stew?
I'm 24.
Yes.
You're 24, so you legitimately have like 15 years left of like very good
Are you playing
basketball.
till you're 40?
Tatum is 26. Brown is 20. Like the East is young and very good.
How long are you
That-
playing for? We just learned that you're playing until you're 40.
I hope so.
Here in Indiana, hell yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
it.
All right. Hey, you were a great addition to the program today. To be honest, we wouldn't have shit to talk about. So
Yeah, it was awesome.
think about all the basketball talk we had today. Wouldn't have been able to have.
I'm gonna come back in August after we win a gold medal, and then you can talk your shit.
Okay.
Down.
Are you starting over LeBron?
I don't think that's happening.
It should.
Who makes that decision? Gray Hill?
The coaching staff.
How's Steve Kerr to play for?
Oh, great guy. And we got Steph. I'm excited to see that how that relationship works live in action.
So will you guys be trading secrets? I assume that's part of the
Secrets, like what's a secret?
like how you can be better at basketball.
The little thing.
I mean, I'm the second youngest dude on the team, so I assume there will be some knowledge passed down for sure.
That's a big part of it, right? I mean, aside from the Magic Michael Jordan battle thing that was taking place, and then
The scrimmage.
the scrimmage, the greatest game never saw, or whatever it was called. And Larry Bird just laid up smoking cigs on the side.
Just legend.
That entire thing.
Dog.
But it feels like those moments, the way ex-players talk about it is like the amount of like, I don't want to say chemistry that's normally built pretty solid. And I assume lifelong friends are made out of this entire thing. And like in football, tight ends go meet up in Nashville. They have tight end university. There's a rush summit that takes place. I assume there's quarterbacks meeting up in places. Peyton and Tom were allegedly meeting up and not talking. This kind of services that for you guys, and does it continue after the Team USA shit, or how's it normally go? Like if guys have beef, are we settling that? Like how's that? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I have beef with nobody there.
Does anybody have beef in there?
I don't think so.
So you guys normally pretty good, and we're sharing secrets, and we're like, this is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be annoying. I'm gonna ask a million questions. I'm sure.
I mean, that's what KG and Paul Pierce said about the women's team is like when they would go to the Olympics, like that was the one chance you had where like everyone's in the same area and it's the best players in the world from the United States, and like that's where you could kind of pick people's brains and shit, like what works against this guy against other guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna be annoying.
Is LeBron gonna haze you and make you drink like a full bottle of wine before the first practice? You think?
No, I'm not drinking no wine. That's not happening.
Do you drink? Do you do anything?
No, I'm an angel.
All right. Well, so you don't drink?
I mean, I dabble.
That is worthy of a congratulations, AJ. That's on me.
Hey, why don't
Thanks,
you
AJ.
drink, fucker?
No, I do. I mean, from time to time. Don't tell my dad.
Okay, so you smoke? Just
No, never
not
smoked a day in my
marijuana?
life. I can say that.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
You on a diet? We doing the whole thing? We got chef the whole.
I mean, we have a chef, but I mean, diet, just eat as much as I can.
Oh, because we're
It's bulking season.
Will you make a shot from stage or no?
I would love to.
I don't know if you're.
I would love to. I'm in flip flops, but I would love to.
Let's go. Welcome back.
All right, Tyrese.
Finish your story, Tyrese.
Yeah, finish my
For
story.
America.
Last time it took 100 shots, so.
Well, and then something happened afterwards, and we were getting blamed.
What happened?
Well, I guess you stopped making shots.
That was that.
I went to but the All-Star game, I made like 6 threes to start the game. I had like 30, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
Did not.
Yeah, but people were saying.
Yeah, it was your guys' fault.
Yeah, we started the whole problem.
No, I just couldn't make any shots after that.
Hey, that's going to happen.
I mean, that's life.
Easy come, easy go, baby.
But what we talk about, trust the work.
That's right.
Trust process. Finish your story.
Finish your story.
There
All
you
right,
go.
let's go. You're going to bury a shot for us?
Yeah, I'm going to try.
All right, how many people should win $500 if Tyrese Haliburton finishes his story here from the middle of the stage?
What's your jersey number?
I wear 0, so it can't
Okay,
be that
so
one.
let's do that.
Yeah, that was actually a good idea. I understood it.
He did that on purpose.
I'm looking at your jersey
Yeah, he did
number.
that on purpose. And I respect
What's a usual number that is picked?
6.
20.
Well, 20.
I'm born on a leap year. We could do 29.
Okay, so a leap year 29, which is a good tie-in. When's your birthday?
February 29th. Of
course.
That's the leap year. that was a crazy question, though. That was a bad question.
It just happened, right? Did it just happen?
Maybe.
There was one that just happened. This was this
Oh,
year.
yeah, I did. Yep, I turned
Happy birthday.
6.
Okay, so 6 people.
Happy birthday.
That's what I said originally.
6 people.
Boom.
Okay,
6
so
people.
this hangs here every day, though. You know that.
It does. I see it on the program.
No, it's probably going to have to change, just because.
What's it going to change?
Well, we're
to?
going to be talking Olympics, so.
What if I get you a USA one?
Now we're
talking.
Now we're talking.
You get
I
zero
can make
for
that
US
happen.
for
I
US
actually
for
can
USA?
make that happen.
Yeah, what number are you?
I'm wearing 9.
Ooh. How does that
That's
get
whoa.
decided?
Does that get
Well,
voted?
I'm one of the younger guys. I think my status is on the lower end, so it was kind of just given.
Who's wearing
you know?
0?
Wasn't that Michael?
They don't wear 0. We don't wear
okay.
0 in USA.
Oh, well, I wonder what Tatum's wearing.
Tatum wears. I mean, I don't know. The guys who have played USA before, they get the number. Like LeBron gets 6.
KD is 7, I think. Steph
Yeah.
is 4.
What's Garza?
Don't know that answer.
23.
Anyways, if you get a Team USA jersey, we would be honored to
I'll
have
give you. I'll give you a Team USA jersey.
And we are, listen, that's why we can't be losing to fucking Lithuania.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the way we're going to be talking about this in every sport, speed walking. Wait till you hear me shit talk speed walking. The Americans fucking faster than anybody. That's what we do. We get blisters on the back of our heels. We get blisters all over our toes. We don't care. We still, we got our hokas. We're fucking, that's what we do because we're America. That's what I say for sports I know nothing about,
Right.
let alone basketball.
Yeah,
we
come
can't be losing in just learned Alex Morgan didn't make the United States soccer.
Mistake.
How's that happen?
What's up with the Olympics this year?
It's a new team.
What's going on?
New
How old is
New Gaffa.
Alex Morgan?
She's not long in the tooth, if that's what you're asking.
You son of a
I'm
bitch.
just asking. I feel like she's been on the
Not
15.
supposed to ask a lady's age. Okay.
Yeah.
We're talking sports here. We're talking sports here.
30,
We're talking sports.
34.
So, very. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is 37 or something like that, or 40.
Yeah.
Just making his 50th appearance in the Euros today.
Alex Morgan's a goal scorer.
How old was Wambach when she was there?
Bingo. Great question.
Come on.
You're right. Her and Rapinoe were definitely older.
Great question.
And Carly Lloyd. I mean, what are we talking about? How's Alex Morgan not make the team?
Bullshit.
We got no DeChambeau.
Yeah.
We got no Alex Morgan.
What?
We got no Caitlin Clark.
What?
But we do have Tyrese Haliburton.
Hell yeah.
We do have that.
Yes, we do.
That we do.
That's what matters.
Number 9 for Team USA
Mm-hmm.
in the Olympics coming up, where there's no way we'll lose to a team like Lithuania.
Hell no.
Do we have Lithuania? They're not in yet.
They're not in
Who
yet.
else is good?
Could be.
Who else is supposed to be good though? Do we know?
Canada. Canada's good.
What?
Hey, come on.
France.
You asked me a
France.
question. Let me answer the question.
Canada. They got a
Canada, Germany, France,
Germany,
Spain.
I don't know if they. I don't think they've qualified yet either.
What?
Spain used to be
They
there.
didn't qualify.
They used to be there.
Who's on Germany?
Argentina used to always be.
Australia.
Bahamas got a little squad.
Dirk,
here.
so Dirk, who else?
What on Germany?
Yeah.
Well, Dirk no longer plays.
You sure Dirk's not?
They got
I thought he
the
was coaching.
they got the
Dirk
Wagner
was
brothers
playing.
over there in Orlando.
Oh, Franz.
Franz and Mo.
Hans.
They got Dennis Schroeder, Daniel Tice.
He's good.
Who's a junkyard dog?
Dice is a
Is
dog.
Chris Kaman still on the German team?
No, he does not. He's not competing anymore. Really? Did he used to?
Oh yeah.
I'm unaware.
Is Manu still on Argentina?
Is
No.
TJ McConnell in Scotland or Ireland?
Tony Parker.
TJ McConnell is he'll be in Pittsburgh.
France.
Ooh,
He's
Pittsburgh's
playing-
got a team in the Olympics.
Pittsburgh's in the Olympics.
They're not going to lose to fucking Lithuania.
They're playing Georgia.
Yeah, you're damn right. Go dog.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a country named Georgia as well.
Oh.
They didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Goga Batazde is from there.
See,
Former
they-
Pacer legend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
course.
absolutely.
Wait, Gold?
Good dog. He's a damn
Goga
good
is
dog.
from Georgia.
He's a damn good
They got
dog.
two NBA players from Georgia.
Damn
Goga
good
and
dog.
Sandro Mamukashvili.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great pronunciation.
God damn.
What about Greek? Greece usually has.
Oh yeah, Greece has Giannis.
And
Thon is-
his brother.
And no, his brother hurt his tore his Achilles.
Still gonna be there.
But his other brother will be playing Kostas.
Yeah.
So, do they play different rules? In
You can yes they do. So if you shoot a layup,
Or shoot a shot and it hits the rim and it bounces up, you can just swat it.
no goaltending.
no, there's goaltending.
Really?
Like if the ball's coming down, you can't.
Nothing.
No,
even
but
the
I'm saying
cylinder.
at post rim.
Yeah, once it touches the rim, the ball is live, so you can swat it.
How about off backboard, like layup?
Yeah.
No, you got to let it hit the rim, and then you can hit the ball.
Okay, I like these rules. This is like beer pong. I like
What
what,
is
we're
this?
doing here.
Yeah.
World rankings
The
here.
rankings.
Is the paint wider? Isn't the paint usually a little bit wider on those?
I think that could be true. Yeah.
So did
these
you
are
try to
current rankings?
disrespect the entire country of Spain, or did you not?
No, Spain is not qualified. Spain is not qualified.
What
So it
sport
just
is
says
this?
Where do we-
2024
where do we get this from?
world rankings.
What sport is this?
Do Olympic.
Basketball?
Maybe. Why is there
Do Olympic.
two number ones and then another number one?
That's
What
a
is
zone ranking.
Zone rank, bro. That's, you
World
depends on
rank.
We all know what that means. Yeah. one of them.
Spain, I'm almost positive is not qualified for the Olympics.
How's their? Is this women's basketball? Maybe.
Run out of time.
Unaware.
Is Jokic playing?
Unaware. Good answer.
I'm unaware.
Keep yourself out of this. That's
Unaware.
that's a good idea.
Is Jokic playing? I don't know if he's decided if he is yet or not.
He's got a horse race too.
Is
right
it
now.
still like we're like if Georgia makes it, their guys don't have to dribble, right? They can just run around with the ball.
Yo, what is going on?
That used to be a thing. I thought.
What is going
I
on?
remember that. I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah.
All right, Tyrese, you ready, buddy?
Yeah, come on, let's take this shot.
They can fly.
Oh shit.
Yep. They're allowed to tackle. They're allowed to tackle too.
Listen, what we're trying to say is, listen, what we're trying to say is, we know nothing about the topic we just spoke about for about 30 minutes, okay? But we know everything we need to know now.
I wouldn't go that far.
We know it all.
We know who's going to win gold.
Can you name one guy on Lithuania?
Canada does have a good roster.
Jonas Valanciunas, Ignis Razdekis.
Those are real names. No way. Those are real names.
Vakaitis.
Ignis Breckus. Come on.
Eating his breakfast. All right. Listen, we respect everybody, obviously.
I believe you. I believe
Good luck to the Lithuania team. Hope you guys qualify for the Olympics.
Yep.
Hope we get a redemption story.
You said eating breakfast.
Yeah, eat his breakfast.
The Olympics, our show's going to be unwatchable during the Olympics.
Yep.
So we scheduled our break so that we would be here for the Olympics because a lot of people may be new to our program. Our Olympic coverage is certainly something.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be amazing. Are you kidding me?
Welcome to the Thunderdome Olympics. There's going to be so many countries offended.
Yeah. Do we care?
The whole handball community was offended.
Yeah, we took over the sport of handball because obviously it's electrifying. Wait till you watch it. Nobody has seen it for the last however many years. When it comes in, though, we think to ourselves, oh, that'd be a great sport in the United States of America. It's high. It's a great sport. I have no idea why it hasn't caught on really in America. But then that immediately, as soon as we find out that our team's not good, we automatically go right into, we could be though. Yeah. And then 20 minutes straight of our team and how every country sucks and why didn't they think of that? And that's every sport. Speed walking, wait till you hear the 20 minutes on speed walking that we do. It is and you guys can't be losing to Lithuania during these things. That can't be happening for the sake of our program.
In any sport.
Yeah, because we're going to be loud, obnoxious Americans. Okay? And we need you guys to really back up what we're talking about. And that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
USA.
USA. USA.
Can't be losing to Lithuania.
Got anything cool planned for the...
Hold on one second. How many winners did we decide? 29, because he's...
Or 6.
Or we could have went 6. I'm technically 6.
Yeah, but we shouldn't do 6. We
I
should.
agree with I like the higher number.
I guess.
You want to be a hero. You don't want to be Haliburton.
That's true.
No.
Oh, no.
All right.
Here we go.
29 winners, $500. All Team USA member and all NBA guard for the Indiana Pacers. Out of the Iowa State basketball program. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Haliburton, if he makes this shot, 29 people. Oh, no, not this again. Not this again.
He's all right. Sorry, you
We
got to
got
find
it.
your
Just
ring.
getting loose. We're just getting loose.
How come you weren't at Fashion Week?
He was at Fashion Week.
Oh, you were?
Hold on, can you get a microphone? Can you get a microphone so that people can hear you? Because we do have to talk about Fashion Week. Okay, so you...
Go to it. Like this?
Yeah, I mean, just so we can hear you.
Okay, what you got?
So NFL guys are starting to creep into the super fashion world that you NBA guys have been in for a long time.
I see it.
What? You're there, though. You're in this fashion world, right?
Yeah, I met Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs.
Joey B?
I did not meet Joey B while I was there, but I saw he was there.
I thought you guys were all at just the same events. Is that not how
I mean, Paris is a pretty big area, so I don't know if we're all the same event all the time.
Okay, so this is like a Super Bowl of fashion. There's a lot of different parties and shit that you're going to?
Well, parties and then, fashion shows within themselves because each brand has their own show.
So you're sitting at these fashion shows?
Yeah. I was front row at Comme des Garçons.
Oh!
That's the best one.
Oh, oui. Merci beaucoup.
That's an elite one. Junior Watanabe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You were there?
I was there at both. And
What did they debut? Anything crazy? I saw a box walking down the runway last
year. No boxes. No boxes.
It was
Some
a cardboard box. Who was it? I forget who it was. It was Jean Saint
John Shea Van Damme.
What did they debut? Anything sweet?
Yeah. There was some really nice pieces in there. I will. Sure, you'll see them in the tunnel this season.
Okay, so tunnel was a real thing. You crush it in that tunnel.
I appreciate that. It's not many people. There's a lot of haters out there, but I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
You do crush it.
You see the Inspector Gadget one?
Yeah, I mean, I can't wear a trench coat without being Inspector Gadget.
Well, I don't think it's a trench coat. I think it's that particular trench coat. And
No, it's any trench coat.
Well, the way
If I wear a trench coat and I close it, I know for a fact the first tweet I see is gonna be like, "Are there 2 people in there?" Shut up. Stupid.
You should just dress as Inspector Gadget one
How
time.
about your pants, though, too? I think the pants play a role in the whole thing.
What is that? In what way? What are you saying?
Well, the pants just add to it all. I think there's some pants conversations that happen.
Sometimes I go wide leg on them.
Oh, because you want to be comfy, right? You just want to feel the freedom.
Yeah, sometimes I might. I mean, there might be a little tailored, a little short. You can see the socks a little bit.
Oh, because the socks are on purpose.
Yeah, I'm a black slack, white sock guy.
Oh, okay. Into the loafer.
Into the loafer, yeah. A lot of people would say that's
old school.
Yeah, people might say it's different. They don't like the way that looks, but sorry, I like the way it looks.
How do we got? Do we got like a closet with outfits lined up already before the season starts, or are we acquiring them?
We got a closet
Stylist?
we got a stylist.
Oh, we got a stylist.
We got a stylist. He's a big fan of you.
Stylist?
Yeah, he likes you. After your Knicks, he lives in New York.
Oh,
So after the Knicks rant and the
what was that?
The gardening.
Yeah.
The light gardening I did.
What's this outfit? What
This is you.
one?
You tell us. This
What is it?
uh,
Oh yeah, people didn't like this one. It's meant to look that way. Big
That shit
sleeves,
goes
big
hard.
pants.
That's a puffy shirt.
Simone,
That's a very
puffer.
puffy
It's a puffer blazer. Simone Rocha is the brand.
Oh, of course. That might have been the box. Maybe. No, I don't think.
Z needs to wear that
82
stuff.
different outfits?
No. I mean, I don't wear the same outfit twice. If that's
Of course
what
not.
you're asking.
No
But I'm-
respectable fashion guy.
But I'm a big proponent of re-wearing things.
Okay.
So like I used to dress like a lot of people where you wear a nice graphic tee like I have on right now.
Sure.
With some colorful jeans.
Okay.
And nice shoes.
And some sneakers. But the problem is once you post a picture of that and you wear it again, they're like,
Damn, Tyrese, do you own any other jeans? Is that the only shirt you?
So you said I'm going runway in Paris.
it's like that shit is expensive, But
So you decided you're going runway. You go from one all the way to runway in Paris.
well, I know that like I could wear black pants every game. That's a good outfit.
That's a great one right
That's
there.
an elite outfit right there.
You're proud of this one.
That's special.
That is
Runway
elite.
walk.
That's special right there. You like it's Prada. The
That's
shirt
the
is
NBA
Prada.
season tournament. You don't get
Dazzling
runway
on
walks
them.
like that anywhere else.
Good point.
Prada, great song. We listen to it every day in here. So do you work on facial expressions you're making while walking?
I just walk. I don't make any.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you.
No, you don't have to. Just don't. Don't stare directly into the camera like a weirdo. Just walk. Get to the back.
If you did though,
Yeah,
Usually-
maybe you should.
You should try that.
If somebody says something funny, I'll laugh. But if it's not funny, I'm not.
How about
laughing.
this one? It's funny.
That's the inspector.
See, this was the Inspector Gadget. You know?
Yeah, I can't see
Good
it.
jacket.
I can't.
You guys
I-
can't?
you know what's funny? you know what's funny? They were like, tie the belt super tight, and I was like, why? And they're like, that's the look, and so I did it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, listen.
We're in the garden.
You are just. Oh, this is New York City.
This is New York City. Yeah.
You did some gardening after this.
We did some. Yeah, we did. Later in the season, we did some gardening, and we might have done gardening in that moment as well. I don't remember.
So this was sprayed down with plastic, like in that Toy Story. Which one is it? 2, where they make all the.
They clean them.
The elves, where they make the fake Santa. Is it 3?
You said Toy Story.
That's the Santa Claus
Santa
movie.
Claus, yeah. Santa Claus is it.
Isn't that with the one with Jack Frost? Is Jack Frost in that one?
Yes, exactly. That is the one. Which one is that? Is that 2 or 3?
It's
3, I believe.
I think it's 3.
That looks like the suit there, right? Doesn't it? Like you just.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
I think it looks good. I don't know if anybody.
This
I've
is
never seen anybody else.
an outfit that was heavily hated on. But that's okay.
Did you wear it out of there too?
To the plane? No, I probably changed the sweats. Remember they said when I wore the Reggie hoodie, they're like,
Why didn't you wear it to the game? I don't wear hoodies to the game, but I'll wear them on the
after.
plane.
Okay.
I'll put on a hoodie and some sweats, be comfortable on the plane.
Smart.
And Santa Claus 2, I guess, is the one that we're referring to. Shout out to the back there. And I said Toy Story. What an idiot! But it does look a plastic doll toy. So did you retire this look?
yeah.
So do you keep all the clothes?
No. I don't. If I'm not gonna wear it again, then why would I keep it in my?
Okay, so this is a nice play. This is a nice little inside information. You guys are renting the runway right now.
I mean, you buy the clothes, yes. And a lot of guys, because
we happen to make a decent amount of money. A lot of guys will just keep it and let it sit in the closet forever and hoard. But me, I'll resell it, and then I'll take the money and
You got an
invest it in-
eBay closet?
Oh, I have eBay.
Grailed.
I got everything.
I was to say, which Goodwill around here do you take it to? 'Cause
I mean, I don't
I'll
take this.
shop
To,
there.
this did not go to. This did not
How
go
much
to.
is that? I was about to say, is this-
This is in a pretty expensive outfit. Yeah.
This is?
It'd be
Yeah.
cool if you
I
could
mean,
take it to
it's
Goodwill.
another giant human too. Who can buy that? How many people can buy that are tall enough to even
6'5"?
fit into it?
I mean, anybody can buy it if it fits.
I mean, Connor needs to wear that on a program.
I was gonna say.
I mean, we
He used
Connor-
to have a jacket.
Connor, let's
but
find
Adrian
a.
Peterson stole it from
Let's
him.
find. We can find. I can go in my closet. We can find something nice to wear.
Super Bowl Radio Row.
Boom. Need it.
That's
5
what we
days.
need.
I don't know if I have that. I don't think I have that jacket anymore.
Oh, you don't mow the lawn in that?
I don't mow the lawn.
You should think about it.
Okay, so you're a fashion guy. Are you going to get into designing your own stuff?
Potentially.
Is that what everybody wants to do that's there?
No.
All the. I'm trying to understand it because a lot of NFL guys are getting into it now. So and I've never experienced any of these situations. I've only seen the videos of people sitting, people walking, and then seeing fits that I'm like, those aren't in real life. I don't think I've ever seen those in actual real life. But then tunnels, we do see them. We do see them. So you all want to you want to get into designing fashion, or you just appreciate people that spend a lot of time in crafting? Like,
I would say more so less than wanting to design.
clean
I
look right there.
appreciate it.
Clean look.
Yeah, you got to rewear that.
Sweet backpack.
Yeah, I'll rewear that for sure. It's a black button up.
Bingo.
Wait,
You know what I mean?
What is that?
backpack,
What is that backpack?
That is it's a Bottega.
Okay.
So the bag was the
The accessory.
Cheap, I'm sure.
There's those are Bottega pants and Bottega shoes. I can't tell what that shirt is right now.
Probably Bottega.
Might be Kufandi.
The Louis V glasses.
No clue.
Kufandi. Amazon tag.
Don't know what it is.
Does McConnell wear this stuff too?
You know, TJ, he's just gonna throw on a soccer jersey and.
Does he get dogged for that? Or?
Love that.
No.
Is there a dress code anymore?
There's it's been loosened.
That was a big deal. Remember back in the day, that was a big deal
It's
before
been
you got in
loosened
the league.
since COVID.
AI.
Yeah, AI. They were getting after.
They just want us to look professional.
I'd say you put a plastic suit on. Fuck it.
I would say it looks professional.
I like that. That's nice.
So you're like, tonight,
That's in Milwaukee.
I'm going to go kill him. Like you put these fits on for the first time night of?
No, when I'm getting dressed,
When I got a plan. I think we were in Milwaukee for the playoffs. That was.
Oh yeah, that was. So I had to put it on before I packed, just to see how it looked.
I mean, the yellow bag.
You like the yellow bag?
Oh yeah.
You like the yellow bag?
Jokic dressed as Gru last year. That was cool. You just
He
think
did.
about-
That was cool. Some guys could care less. Some guys enjoy it. It depends what you're into.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you add a little sauce
Yeah,
to
that's
the
awesome.
delivery. I will say I like to judge your costume with how I think you're going to play.
Yeah.
Because you got to have a lot of moxie to wear some of that
Costume.
shit. What's that?
You need costume.
This is what I wore to the game. Is that what you intend
It's
to
a
say?
to the game costume.
Will you wear a costume on Halloween?
He's not wearing that if he's not
I won't
walking
wear a
in that
costume
tunnel.
to the game, but I'll wear a costume to our Halloween party.
Okay.
That's the tunnel costume. That thing right there, right?
No,
you're not wearing that to dinner downtown here in Indy.
What? What you just saw? That's my Halloween costume.
It's a good costume.
That's the costume.
That is a costume. Yeah, that's a Halloween costume.
Great
Your
one.
tunnel costumes, though, is what I'm talking.
Well, it depends on what it was. Like the thing with the one I wore in the garden. I'm not wearing that to dinner, but everything else I wear it to dinner. Why not? It was a button up and
slacks.
I'm not talking about that. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
You were talking about the
big plastic.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't wear that. I mean, no. If you take the jacket off, the outfit was under. It was
a costume.
He had another jacket under the.
I would
that's
wear
a
the
super Tyrese costume.
That's his fit.
I would wear that to dinner. Yes, I would. I just wouldn't probably wear the jacket to dinner.
Unless it was really cold out.
Like, would you wear? I would wear that to dinner.
Bingo. Yes, this is. I would certainly wear this. I think you look fantastic here.
Thank you.
But I'm also not seeing this on any other runways over there in Paris. That right there. If you wore that on a runway in Paris, I think people would watch the video and go, "This must be AI." That's just a standard shirt and pants.
Yeah.
People don't do that.
Or glasses only if it's sunny out.
Shimmering right there.
We were in Vegas right there, so it was pretty sunny.
You look sweet, dude.
Thank you.
Know that you look sweet. Great. And I appreciate the moxie.
I appreciate
That's
that.
more so anything.
I try my best.
And I don't.
Like you like
That Two Voices thing's crazy.
It's awesome.
It is
changed
so
again?
sweet.
Yeah.
It is so sweet.
Oh, it's changed.
We've actually done
so
a really
many
good
times.
job today at not talking about it.
I appreciate that because it's all my Twitter is going to be after this, or X. Sorry.
No, it won't be.
Well,
Yeah, whatever.
tweets on X is how I refer to it. Is that the right?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now that is fire.
That's the best one you've ever
That's
seen.
That's a neo.
That's trash.
Yeah,
Go back.
Matrix.
That outfit sucked. There we go.
Welcome to the fucking Matrix.
That
one's
one.
awesome.
Yeah, you need the Morpheus class.
You like that one? Come on.
Yeah.
That's clean.
That one's smooth.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No,
With the
that's-
tie, you tied that.
You
tie?
didn't like the other one.
I did not tie that tie.
Smart.
Chef Jarvis. Shout out Chef Jarvis.
Chef Jarvis, thanks for what you do. You
Thank
tie
you,
shit
Chef.
out of a tie.
That outfit sucked. Oh, now that one.
That's clean.
I like that as
Red
well.
shirt.
What do we got? A fanny pack there?
That is a what is a
Satchel?
some sort
European.
of satchel.
European carry-all.
Yeah, European travel bag.
I like how casual you look in all these.
Okay.
Are those sweats?
Those are sweats.
We like that. We
Sweet
like this
jacket.
look.
Hope you kept that.
You were judged on this one, though, I bet, right? For wearing the baggy sweats with the dress shoes? Or
Yeah, a little bit.
This
But I
was
don't care.
top 5 outfits of all time.
Who
They
picked
loved
these?
it.
Who picked these?
I don't know who it was, but just read some random on Twitter.
These are your top 5 outfits.
Really?
You're getting judged now. That's awesome. That's good news.
It's pretty cool to
What if
see.
you create your own line? Create your own shoe. Create your own clothes. Let's go. That's where we're headed.
Let's do it.
All you got to do is make a shot.
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Simple as that.
Let's go.
Hey, thank you for telling us why. And you had a blast over there at Fashion Week?
Had a good time. Had a good time. Last one was short. I'm telling you, I lifted before I came here, but
Of course. But earlier you said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, a little more legs.
You already said that. Tyrese Haliburton, a member of Team USA, coming up here in about a month in the Olympics, as we obviously show the world that it's our sport.
Yep. Amen.
Not too long ago, places like Lithuania were able to put a basketball team together that beat the United States of America. Those days are over.
Long gone.
Teams like Canada even have stood a chance against the United States in the past. That's dead.
No more.
And not only is this a universe ball to signify that everything we just said was the truth, but also if this shot goes in from Tyrese Haliburton. 29 people. Because his birthday, February 29th. Leap year. This man's only 6 years old. Already All-NBA. Already leading a franchise. 29 people, $500. If Tyrese Haliburton, man who once wore a plastic jacket in a Madison Square Garden for a game, can bury the shot. Finish the story.
Yes, sir. Get there.
Oh,
look good.
It did look real good. Watch the love.
Hey, smart ball.
Great line. Great line.
No.
He likes that one. He likes that one.
On same ball, smart.
Yeah, he
smart.
likes that. He likes that one.
That was a smart play.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah, let's not roll our ankles though here. We got Olympics coming up, and obviously we're wearing just slides. This is good fashion fit. Let's talk about it a little bit.
I just came from the gym.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Good gym fit.
29 people.
We wasn't with you shooting in the gym. Okay, so a man wearing slides, socks, sweatpants, and an incredible graphic tee is in preparation for the Olympics where, once again, the United States can beat everybody's ass at basketball.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He didn't say that. We certainly did, and we will celebrate it all. If he makes this shot from the stage, 29 people will win $500.
Here we go.
Not only Pacer legend, an American legend.
Okay.
For the people, $14,500 on the line. One shot of a basketball. Finish your story, Tyrese Haliburton.
Come on, Tyrese.
For my country.
There it is. Same exact miss.
Too early. Too early for the country. You know what I mean? Too early.
I liked it.
Too early.
Good
for the
pizzazz.
Oh, here we go. Right here.
This is the one.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
There you go. Dude, pass that machine.
Here we go.
29 people, $500.
Oh my God.
Oh, that one looked good. It's a catch and shoot for sure.
Yeah.
Catch and shoot for sure.
There we go. Swing around. Everybody get touched. Everybody get touched.
Oh, good sack.
Oh.
What? 29 people, $500.
Oh, no.
I like the feel of that ball.
Okay. Pick the ball. All right.
That was burnt.
Sweet.
Oh, we really did it.
I thought that was.
There was a no-look pass. There was an incredible catch.
Wait,
give him a bounce.
We need to let AJ get a touch.
Since it was on.
Give me a touch.
What's that? We can't hear a word you're saying.
Chuck.
You know what I think the problem was with that shot?
What's that?
A guy from Iowa touched that ball.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We're not from Iowa. Went to Iowa.
Yeah, we got
No,
From Iowa.
I am from Iowa as well.
We
See,
love people from Iowa. Not that went to.
that's
Iowa.
the problem with you Iowa State guys. You know, you're way more concerned with what's going on in Iowa City than you are what's going on with Ames, and that's the way it's always been.
Okay. Well, did Iowa?
Yeah,
you
see,
know what?
See,
Iowa State basketball, we did pretty well this year.
you did.
How'd you do?
We go to what? Sweet 16 or Elite 8?
Shit, I don't know.
Did you win the
I don't
Big
care
12?
either.
When's the last time Iowa went to the Sweet 16?
Yeah, but I said that earlier. They habitually choke in the tournament. But guess what? You know, when it comes down to it, over the last however, I mean, you know, I told you about Luka Garza. I mean, when Iowa gets a guy like that, we'll come into Hilton Magic and we'll just fucking.
I mean, I never beat Iowa, truthfully.
Damn.
I'll be honest with you.
That's-
I was only
so
there
again,
2 years.
So we can say whatever we want to say.
The reality.
The reality is the Cy-Hawk series, you know, it's dominated by the Hawks.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, and
I mean,
You never
You're one of the,
beat
you're one of
them?
the best.
I
you're
was
one
there
of
for
the
2
best
years. We
young-
only played them twice.
You're one of the best young players in the NBA.
so life is good.
I love watching you play, but you never beat Iowa.
I still sleep like a baby, though.
I'm sure you do, but guess who doesn't? Everyone who lives in all those hayseed towns around Ames.
But why? They beat them
this year. This year for sure. But
So it's all about
this year it happened.
yeah,
Oh, congratulations
Yeah,
to the Cyclones.
absolutely.
Wow.
Big win in the Cy-Hawk Bowl.
yeah, exactly.
Big win.
big win.
But at the end of the day, the reality is, it's a Hawkeye State, and you know that.
I mean, I would not go that far.
Former Cyclone, Team USA member, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, no, I agree.
University of Iowa, Iowa State.
Heart of America.
Listen, we're all
100%.
together at the end of the day.
That's
Are we?
exactly right.
100%
Exactly right.
United
We're all
States
together at the end of the day.
of America.
Yeah.
Damn right we are. And more than ever.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the 29 people that win the $500, they're going to be the loudest Team USA fans.
Yeah.
Better be.
Now, granted, they might be from another country because you see with the way this show works with X, there's international.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just don't know.
A Canadian could potentially. Oh no,
No.
somebody from Lithuania.
No
do
way.
they have,
Possible.
do they have X in Lithuania?
I think so.
I would imagine so.
Who knows?
Dude, they're going to run this in Lithuanian news. And dude, what language do they speak?
Are they running it right
Lithuania.
now? Lithuania sucks. If they do run it.
Don't do it. There's no reason. Lithuanians probably good people. They're good at basketball. They beat America. For the good of the United States of America, Tyrese Haliburton.
Come on, Tyrese.
Maybe the future face of the league. Don't look now. 29 people win $500 if he's able to finish his story here in sweats, a graphic tee, some socks, and a blue slides. 29! 5!
Sure. One more ball. This one's going in.
Okay.
Just give me the ball.
All right.
Give me the ball.
Like the
Take a shot.
confidence.
Give me the ball.
All right.
You let me know when you're ready. All right. This is going in.
Come on, Tyrese.
Shoot or shoot.
Finish your story.
I'm done with the bullshit. Give me the ball.
This is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
You know, this needs to happen.
Need to get here.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Every miss led us
fired
to
up.
this moment.
I don't know what he's talking about. Don't miss it.
29 people will win $500 if for the first try, Tyrese Haliburton is able to bury it from the stage into that hoop right over there. Oh.
I was.
It's gonna say.
Oh, visualize. I don't want to mess up.
It's already visualized.
It's already been written.
Okay.
29 people! All you got to do is repost the video, say something nice to somebody, and put the easiest way to pay you. Tyrese Haliburton, representing the Pacers and Team USA. We appreciate the hell out of you today. Great work.
Hell yeah, Tyrese.
All right, man. We appreciate you. And that's going to be the show.
Yeah.
One
way to
shot.
end it.
One shot.
First try.
Yeah. He knew.
First try. Drained it.
AJ, great work today. Boys, phenomenal work today. Let's enjoy every day that we have. You have no idea what's going to happen next. And we should always remember that. What a moment. Thank you so much, Tyrese.
Finish the story.
Had a baby, Tyrese.
Let's get Tyrese. Already going to check the phone, see what he said, what he didn't say, who's pissed, who's not.
I left it up here.
That's like when Calipari came back. He was like, you guys put me on a spot. I got a text from like 15. Oh, not me, coach. Oh, not me. Let me go through it all. Our show is so much fun. I'm so lucky for it. I'm so thankful for it. Today has been magical. Let's continue to go. What's up?
He left his phone up here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, we're about to.
Good walk off.
Yeah, you could be in the team.
Be a friend and tell a friend something nice. It might change their life. Team on me. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3. Team. Goodbye. What a win.